All right, what's up, everyone? We are live. Angela Giuliano here. Welcome to the webinar. Go ahead and just comment in the chat. Let us know where you're from. We'll make sure we get everyone on here who wants to get on. And just really going to open this up for you guys. Give me 1 second here. Had to pause that. All right, cool. So what's up, Eddie? What's up, Jana? What's up, Elijah? Angelina, welcome. Justin. So you guys should be seeing me pretty soon. We have a 30-second delay, so I should pop on here in just a moment. What's up, Billy? Awesome. So we're really excited to share this information with you. This is exactly what we're going to be going over tonight. We're going to be laying out the overall framework of how an online business works. You'll see the system that we put together that makes it really a lot easier for you to get started in this industry with, your very own online business. And how you can get into profit in the quickest, easiest way, right? We're not going to be sharing any kind of get rich quick schemes or anything like that, because that stuff doesn't exist. We're going to be really clear about that. But as you see this information, you're gonna realize the truth of it and how it's going to apply to your life and really be the solution for whatever change you're looking to make in your life, right? For instance, my boyfriend Tyler and I, we wanted to be able to spend more of our time together. As it was, we were going off and working separate jobs, and it seemed like we were building separate families because of it. And we were really struggling to get by, and so we were just spending all of our time trying to figure this stuff out. And we finally ran into mentors who I have the privilege of introducing you to here tonight. We've got Eric Carlson here, and he's going to be laying out all of this information for you. And he's a really great guy to learn from. He's got awesome energy. He breaks this stuff down in a really easy to understand way, and he has the results you're looking for, right? So you're not learning from someone who doesn't really know what they're doing, right? So you always want to be learning from the people who are where you want to be, right? Because you are the average of the 5 people closest to you. So we're going to be giving you some real actionable information tonight. Super valuable. You won't get anything like this anywhere else. We're really going to be pulling back the curtain on how this stuff works. So make sure that you have a pen and a paper ready, because you're going to want to take notes. And just keep in mind that 90% of your questions are going to be answered throughout the webinar here tonight. So whatever other questions you have at the end, I'll be in the chat here with you, and make sure that we get those questions answered so that you can move forward and start implementing this stuff, right? And start getting entirely different results for your life. It's really amazing. We're going to bring out some people at the end who have gone through, this exact steps that you're here right now. They were on this webinar. They got started with the training. They started implementing it, taking action. And now a lot of them have completely changed their entire lives. And so you're going to be able to hear from them tonight too, which is really cool. What's up, John? I'm here in Florida. Where are you guys from? Jonathan, Kyra, Trayman, Eric Street. What's up, brother? You guys are going to be able to hear from him tonight. Amazing story. This guy was in the military and still is active duty, and totally built a 6-figure income this year on the side with this. So it's pretty amazing. Pretty special. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. It's 9:05. I want to respect your guys' time tonight and get right into it. So Eric, whenever you're ready, I think we are ready for you.
Hey, how's this mic working okay, Angela?
Perfect, awesome.
Hey, all right, welcome. Thank you, Angela, for an introduction. Welcome everybody to the live webinar tonight. I am beyond pumped to have everybody here tonight, guys, because I just love sharing great information. And the information I'm gonna share with you guys is beyond great information, and it really has the power to change your life when you implement it and apply it to your life, and which is kind of cool because I've done it, and you're literally going to hear from dozens and dozens of people who've actually done the exact same thing by using the same information. They've applied it to life, and now they're creating full and part-time incomes, or dropping their jobs, or getting more free time, or able to do things that they want in life. And that's what's really gets me up every day, gets me so excited, because I get to share this information with you. So I'm very excited about that, guys. And I know what happens from this point forward. Minds are going to unlock, your perspectives are going to shift and change. By the end of the webinar, some of you are going to have a completely whole shift in your perspective, what's possible for you. And I just can't wait to share this with you guys. So you're going to see me popping in and out of this live presentation. You'll see my face sometimes, as well as some slides. Everything's laid down systematically, guys, step by step. So we give you a whole overall picture of what it really takes to build an online business, the components of a successful online business, and we're gonna break it down step by step so you have a full understanding of what it really takes to actually build a business online. And we're gonna show you some really cool stuff. Can't wait to share. So pay very close attention all the way at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. And so I think I fixed some of those slides, so I don't think I'll be dropping. We'll see. Let's try. I should take some time. All right, guys, here we go. I'll start sharing this here. All right, guys, again, let's see. First slideshow will be popping up right about a little slower, but it's getting there. All right, there we go. All right, guys. Again, welcome to the live webinar tonight, guys. This is the live webinar for the official Global Affiliate Zone. Guys, I'll tell you exactly how this was all created, how I got here and stuff. But I always like to start the webinar by saying this. If you have a dream for your life, you have a vision for the way you want to live your life, do everything you can every single day. Just take a little bit more action every single day. And then one day you're going to wake up, you're actually going to be living your dream. I'll tell you how I was able to actually do that myself now, guys. But I can tell you, it was by making a little bit of growth, a little bit of movement, a little bit of progress every single day, being just a little bit better than you are today. And eventually you can really wake up and be financially free, have the family you want, the life you want, and it just begins with you making actually a decision. So let's talk about that here in a minute. So guys, this webinar tonight is going to be for you if you're somebody who's absolutely sick and tired of being stuck in the rat race. If you realize it's a rat race and you want out of it, this is going to be for you. Also, if you want to start living life on your own terms rather than somebody else dictating when you got to be there, when you got to show up, how many hours you got to work, and how much you get paid. Yeah, if you want, this is going to be a webinar for you. Also, you want to start building your own dreams and not somebody else's. Again, you're getting up every day, going to a job to do what? Make somebody else rich, build somebody else's dreams, right? Well, if you want to start building your own, this is going to be the webinar for you. Also, if you're willing to really step out and do something different, I mean, step out of that 9-to-5 grind and do something different. I'm going to show you tonight, guys, a way of earning an income that will just liberate you, set you free. And once you get a taste of freedom, I promise you'll never, ever go back to that grind. So also, if you're the type of person who's committed to getting different results, guys, this is going to be for you. Really, really is. So pay very close attention, okay? Guys, on the flip side of that, this webinar is not free tonight if you're a tire kicker. Seriously, we are looking for people who are coachable, who can follow simple training, who want to be plugged into a community, who want to add value, who want to really go out there and change their life, because we have such a dynamic program to share with you guys tonight. If you're not that type of person, this isn't going to be for you, okay? If you're not somebody that likes to take action and move forward and get results, not for you. Also, like Angela mentioned, guys, if you have a get-rich-quick mentality, if you're like, you know what, I'm just hopping from system to system to find out which one's going to get me rich because I keep buying those headlines that say, buy this gizmo and in 5 days you'll be rich. Well, guess what, guys? I've been in the industry over 13 years now. There's no such thing out there, so you can stop buying that crap. You need to learn from a solid mentorship program that teaches you step by step how to actually build a long-term sustainable business online, okay? And we're going to teach you that here tonight. Also, if you're that person who thinks everything is too good to be true, well, after I show you what it takes to build a business online, and then what I show you how we fix that whole big problem everybody's having, and we fill the hole in the market space, you might just be too blown away, and you might not even be able to see how good of an option you have right in front of you tonight. Also, if you're looking to get something for nothing, now guys, again, this goes along with the get rich quick thing. If you think you can go out there, buy a widget, a gizmo, push a button, and start getting rich by the weekend, it just does not exist. Now, guys, we've made it really, really easy to help a brand new average person start a business online, okay? But there's work to be done, right? This is a business, not a charity, all right? Not a fundraiser. This is about building a business. If you want to learn how to do that, pay very close attention, okay? If that's any of you guys that matches you, go ahead and jump off. Have a great night, and talk to you soon. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to cover step by step so you understand kind of the progress of where we're going tonight. I'm going to break it step by step for you. So here's what we're going to cover. Why building an online business is way smarter and the smartest thing to be doing right now, okay? And that's opposed to like building an offline business, right? Like a brick and mortar business. So we'll break that down here in just a minute. As well, we're talking about how to build a powerful online business. I have a lot of people these days, guys, people asking me, like, Carlson, you're traveling all over, you have all the cool toys, you're doing all the fun stuff. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how that actually gets done, okay? I've learned from some amazing mentors in the industry. Also, I'm going to show you the exact components of a successful online business, guys. You have to have these components together, working in sync, testing the metrics and data in order to actually make this possible. As well, we're going to talk about why learning the skill set of direct marketing, direct sales equals the freedom lifestyle. I'm going to blow you away when I can show you tonight about how you can automate 90% of an online business. It's so exciting. As well, guys, I want to start right here with being upfront and from a place from integrity. And I say that because I attend a lot of webinars. I like to see what's going on in the industry, who's out there trying to help other people, what kind of systems are available. And here's what I don't like I see on all these big webinars out there. You get on this webinar, you get all hyped up, you get all this information, then boom, right at the end, they hit you with this big high ticket offer. And we're not going to do that to you. We're just not that type of community. We're designed to help the average brand new person, build a business online. But I can promise you, if you're looking though to partner with an amazing community of people, actually more like a family, as well as partner with six-figure marketers on proven, I mean the proven profitable campaigns, exact same ones that are putting 6 and 7 figures in my bank account, the other people's bank accounts, as well as other people in our community who are dropping their full and part-time jobs. If you're looking for that, we have an amazing offer if you pay very close attention all the way to the end of the webinar. Just go blow your socks off, especially when you really find out like what we have and then how much value, how valuable that really is compared to actually what it takes to build an online business. All right. So guys, let's start here. How did I go from being a broke personal trainer to earning 6 figures online? First of all, guys, I just want to let you know, I'm just like you. I'm a normal person, just like you. I went to go to high school. I went through college route. I've tried a bunch of different jobs in my life. I'm just like you. I'm just somebody who had a dream, who wanted to go after that dream and has been hustling and working my ass off till I finally achieved that dream, right? So here's exactly what happened here, guys. And early on in life, I realized if I wanted to be successful, it seemed like the people who were the most successful, who had the money, time, travel, and that lifestyle were business owners. So I tried quite a few of them. My first one actually about $30,000 investment, and that cost me about $5,400 a year a month in overhead and charges, right? Ultimately, guys, I failed and lost tens of thousands of dollars in my first brick and mortar business. I tried many after that as well. During all these times, guys, even during owning some businesses, I was still working jobs, and I worked over 48 different jobs. And maybe just like you found out too. JOB stands for just over broke, and I realized I could not live my life like that. So, I basically started a personal training company. I liked it because I could make anywhere between like 35 to 75 plus dollars an hour, right? So it was a little bit better money than the normal minimum wage stuff. And I liked it because I could make my own hours and be my own boss, right? Only problem was if a client didn't show up that day, I didn't get paid. If I didn't show up that day, I didn't get paid. As well, it's not a scalable business, right? Because there's only one of me. So I can't like duplicate myself, right? And it's so kind of a blessing thing happened 2008, the depression crash happened. I lost everything literally overnight. And like I said, guys, even while trying brick and mortar businesses, working 48 different jobs in my life, running a personal training company, even during all this time for a little over 10 and a half years, I was trying to build a business online, right? So I started trying to do this back in 2004. Guys, I've been featured on magazine covers all around the world, on television shows, news stations, just you name it. Even Ellen DeGeneres had me on her show as an empowerment trainer and speaker because I do speaking and training to help uplift and motivate people, right? Well, so everybody saw me like, dude, you should be selling your stuff online and blah, 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 blah. Well, I did. I was like, okay, how do I do this? I invested over $20,000 the next few years trying to learn how to do this. And I tried it all. Okay. I mean, I wrote 5+ ebooks, guys. I spent months writing books, right? I built membership sites. I even created workout DVDs. I did affiliate marketing, attaching it to blogging, guys. I tried everything to make money online. Everything. That's why I tell you earlier, if you're looking for get rich quick, there's no such thing out there. You need to learn how to build a business. So guys, after that 2008 depression hit, money was just siphoning out of my bank account the next couple of years because my business was down to like 2 people. So debt piled up and ended up having no money late 2010 for rent. And I actually got months backed up and I got kicked out. Anyways, boy, I tell you, I had to live out of my Toyota Fortuner for 8 months. And it was the lowest time really of my life. My poor mom, she's like, you're doing what? Anyways, guys, I just want to let you know, I tried and I failed many times to do this make money online. And it really wasn't until I found the right mentor, the right community, and to really develop a system to really help the average brand new person who's struggling just like myself and maybe somebody just like you to actually build a full-time income online. I'm going to show you how that works here in just a moment. And I was frustrated, really frustrated. You can imagine, right? I mean, living out of your truck, that sucks, right? And it's only because I knew I was meant for something bigger. Probably just like you. You know you're meant for something bigger, right? Well, here's what happened. I decided late 2010, I was just like, okay, what am I going to do? The economy was, I guess you could say, kind of turning around. Point is that I was like, okay, what kind of business model do I want to go after? What do I really want to do in my life? I'm at this point now. I'm 40 years old. What am I going to do? Well, here's what I decided to do. You know what? I'm a nerd for information and technology. I decided, you know what? I'm going to start another internet venture because I know That's where the future of e-commerce is going. I know more and more people are buying stuff online. So how can I take advantage of this? How can I build a business? So here's what I did. I told everybody, hey, guess what, guys? I found a new company. I'm going to promote it. I'm going to be rich by next year. So out of my car with my laptop, I go to the coffee shop here in Hermosa Beach, California, invested $5,000, had to borrow most of that to get what's called all in. I was like, don't worry, guys. I'm going to crush this. By next year, you'll see. I'll be rocking it. Well, guess what? 1 year later, I was another $8,000 further in debt on top of that $5,000, guys. And talk about a really low point in my life. I mean, everybody's wondering, like, dude, Carlson, when are you just going to go to get a corporate job? You should have done it a long time ago. I was like, guys, I just don't know if I can do it that way. Anyway, this is what's so cool. I'm so grateful. You see, one night I was scrolling through my Facebook newsfeed, and I saw this video of this 20-year-old kid who was making, or 19-year-old kid who was making $20,000 a month promoting the exact same company and product that I was promoting. And he was traveling around the world, living a great lifestyle. He's out in Thailand at that time. I was like, wait a second, how did this kid figure this out? He's only been doing this for a month. I'm another year into this, and I'm failing miserably. So here's what I did, a very smart thing I did. I highly recommend you doing the exact same thing. Guys, I wanted to find out who taught him, because I needed a mentor. I've been trying to be successful online for year after year after year. So here's what happened. That video led me to go chase down, hunt down, and find my mentor. And on this live webinar, I found this guy who was doing a live webinar. On this live webinar, everything changed. You see, he broke down how to build a business online. He taught me a whole bunch of things I was completely missing in the whole big picture of when it's come to building online. Just struggling, right? I'm like, how do I make money fast, right? Well, now that I got those tools, now I got the principles, everything changed from that day forward, guys. I went from a broke personal trainer to now earning into the 6 figures this year. How? Wow, right? We're gonna break it down in a minute. But guys, what happened next was just really simply amazing. I went to my first event out in Denver, Colorado, where I met my good buddy right there, Matthew Jang. We met literally 3.5 years ago in July, guys. We decided at that years ago, we're gonna do whatever it takes to succeed. And thank goodness we made that commitment. This guy since then been able to travel to multiple mansions all across the country. It seems like every other weekend or at least every month now, traveling to some big mansion. I was just down in another gigantic mansion down in La Jolla for the weekend. It was amazing. Amazing how life has changed. I've gone to Costa Rica. I surprised my girlfriend, guys. Imagine being able to do this for your family. Matter of fact, I'm doing it again here for the kids and the family in a couple weeks. I got another surprise trip coming up, but check this out. I woke up April 1st this year. I rolled up my girlfriend like, hey, you want to go to Hawaii today? What? And yes, we had a 10 a.m. flight. We were out the door to Hawaii, guys. Imagine being able to do that kind of fun stuff. So guys, instead of being that broke personal trainer struggling to survive, now I'm making 6 figures a year. I have the best group of communities surrounded around who are all working hard, going for their dreams and building full part-time incomes online. So now it is a fact, guys. There are so many people are earning money online. I just want to show you a few names and faces just to put some, like I said, names and faces together, guys. You realize it's not just me out there doing it. We literally have a community of over 6,000 people in our community, guys, which I'll show you here in just a few minutes and show you exactly the type of results that people are creating here. Like Jang having $131,000 a month, Julian have $120,000. You got Rayburn, Dalton. You got even Dan Prince down here, guys. This last guy down here, Dan Prince, guys, he's a neurosurgeon. He paid $250,000 on his education. He now makes more in less than a year doing this with us, with the system you're about to see, than a neurosurgeon. Pretty exciting, right? And neurosurgeons are pretty smart, so you might want to pay attention to them, right? So at this point, some people are like, cool, Eric, you know what? I'm a numbers guy. So if I see some numbers, then I'll believe a little bit more. And I agree with some of you who are like that, because you wouldn't want to partner with or hire a mentor or hire a 400-pound personal trainer for that matter if you want to teach them to lose weight. Just like you wouldn't want to partner with a mentor online and who's not getting the type of results. So find a mentor who's making the income you want and then model the behavior. We'll talk more about how to find that mentor in here in just a minute. But guys, here's some numbers for those of you who are like, show me the numbers, bro. So here's a couple contests participating in and some affiliate stuff we're working on. So you can see, and this is out of hundreds of thousands of people, guys. You can see I got top 10 right there. I got 10 in the world. I got number 2 in the world. You can see I got number 3 in the world. My largest month this year, guys, was actually from 325 to 422. And actually, 408 to 422. There it goes. Anyways, guys, it was 28 days. And I was able to walk into the bank and deposit $55,000 into the bank, guys. Absolutely awesome. So, yes, things have changed dramatically. And it's because of the system you're about to see here in a little bit. But this is really what gets me up every single day. Promise. This is just what lights me up, because now I get books and emails from people all the time about their success, guys, because we developed a system. You see all those stars? Those are all people in our system using this system, leveraging this system to get results. Now, guys, this is not people like myself who've been in the industry a long time. These are brand new newbies, brand new to the game, who literally plugged in, follow what we told them how to do, and are getting the results. And that's what's made this system so amazing, guys. So are you ready? Let's get into this, because earning money online and on autopilot, woo, equals a freedom lifestyle. So let's talk about that. So why am I showing you this? Why am I showing you these numbers, everything about the community? Well, first of all, guys, I think it's really important for you to understand that you need to find a great mentor. We found some mentors, right? You need to have a great community. We have a great community. As well as, guys, some people want to see some numbers that we're getting results. So that's why we're showing you these numbers. It's definitely not the brag or boast, okay? Remember, I was just living out of my car not too long ago, distant past. Right? So I'm the same person, just got a lot more money. It's not to say, hey, look at all the money I made, because again, it doesn't really matter. It's just an amplifier of who you are. So if you're a good person and you're out there helping the world, it's just going to amplify that, right? So also, guys, but what it is to show you proof of what's possible for you when you take action and have access to the system that I use and this entire community is using. And speaking of it as a community, guys, when you have a team of like-minded people supporting and helping you reach your goals, you can become unfreaking stoppable. It just is amazing how much love and support you get in this community. So guys, we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty now. So let's talk about this. And after we showed some numbers, you gotta put an income disclaimer. So here it is. Just because I'm making thousands per month here doesn't mean that you will. Okay, some people make no money at all. Some people make good money. And yes, some people make a lot of money. Your results, they're entirely up to you. Honestly, like anything in life, it has to do with your mindset, your attitude, your commitment, your determination, your ability really to be coachable and trainable. My friend, if you can just follow instructions, you can find great success with what I'm about to show you. Okay, we'll talk more about that here in a second. So here it is, guys. Why is building an online business smarter? Okay, why is the best time to be doing this? Let's talk about that. Let's compare, actually an online business versus an offline business. Okay, now first of all, in life, make a note of this, guys. You want to be a business owner, right? Now you can go online business, you can be an offline business. I'm going to show you the difference in two. But think about this. Just in the tax write-offs alone that you can get within owning a business, just a small business, guys, just the amount of tax write-offs that you can write off in a year, it means every single one of you on this call tonight should definitely be setting up some sort of business because of the tax write-offs you can get, guys. So pay very close attention, okay? Because this is about saving you money, improving your lifestyle, all right? Now let's look at this. When it comes to like selling products and services or finding business opportunities, how big is your market to promote to, right? Let's look at that. Well, first of all, if you have an online business, you have an international audience of 3.3 billion people online. Now guess what? That's gonna be by 2020, and guess what? That's gonna be 8 billion people by 2025. Why? Because the whole globe is getting internet access in every little corner, guys, coming down from satellites. Everybody's gonna have cheap mobile phones. Everybody's gonna be connected to the internet. Opposed to if you have an offline business, right? What we call like a brick and mortar style business. Well, guys, you can only deal with the locals, people who can drive over, walk over, bike over to your store, right? So that's it. You're really limited on that. Now, here's what's kind of cool too. We have an online business, guys. You can actually be open 24 hours a day. Open 24 hours a day because the internet never closes, right? Your shopping cart can be open 24 hours a day while you're sleeping. People can be looking at your product and services and clicking the buy now button and going boom, and you wake up, you have made some money. How cool is that, right? Think about it. It's happening every day, all day. Here's another cool aspect. You can automate 90% of the business, which I'm going to break down step by step for you, actually how we do that here in just a minute. But guys, think about that. You can automate the process of finding prospects and leads. You can automate the process of showing them your product or your service. You can also automate the process of them checking out and buying your product or your service. Guys, this is high-level automation. Again, I'll break it down here in just a minute. Now, opposed to owning a brick and mortar business where you got to be there 8 to 10 plus hours a day. If you're not there, you're hiring somebody to be there. Okay. Now, guys, with an online business versus an offline business, much lower startup costs and much lower risk compared to offline business, which is high risk and much higher startup costs. Right. So again, going back to those tax benefits of owning a small business, way lower risk to go then instead of renting some piece of property trying to fill it full of a bunch of stuff to sell. Right. Look at some of these investment costs. Like if you're going to run an online business and you wanted to go like build a funnel system around a product or service, that's going to cost you anywhere between like $2,100 and $3,500 plus, right? Now, if you're going to go try to build an offline business, well, first of all, think about this. You have to go lease a piece of property for 2, 3, maybe 5 years, right? whether your business succeeds or not. And then you have to, you have to decorate the place. You got to fill it with furniture and tables and, everything it takes, signage. You've got to either hire yourself or some employees. You've got to actually drive traffic into the store. So there's a lot of risk, right? You got to carry inventory, right? So, and if you're looking to just like buy a franchise, well, look at that. That's $116,000 and $1.9 million. And you're not even expected to see any kind of profit between 3 to 5 years. That's crazy. So obviously owning an online business right now in this time in history is the smartest thing you could be doing. And as well, think about the low amount of startup costs. You can start your own business, guys, and get those tax write-offs. It's huge. Now, here's how you can build a powerful online business. Okay, now some people ask me like, dude, Carlson, how'd you do it? What are you doing out there? How'd you make this happen? Because people just see the results. They don't see what goes on behind the scenes. Well, this is what's going on behind the scenes for myself and Jang and Julian and the rest of the other leaders in this community. This is what we did to succeed. And this is how you can build a powerful online business. Okay. Now, the first thing you're gonna want to know about this is this. You're gonna learn how to do this one or two ways. You're either gonna learn through mistakes or you're gonna learn through mentors. Right. Now, I highly recommend finding a great mentor and having them show you how to build this business online. Find somebody who's already doing what you want and then model their behavior, model their actions, promote the same products, do everything that they're doing. Opposed to your other route, which I can tell you is lonely and it sucks. I did it for 10.5 years by myself, failing over and over again. No help, no guidance, nobody to say, is this working? Do I do this? Do I do that? And you can just fail over and over again, right? Now, I recommend finding a mentor. So now what you're gonna do is, like, that's what I did. Jang, Julian, and I, we just traveled around the country, spent tens of thousands of dollars investing in airline travel, renting hotels, mastermind tickets, all to do what? Get around the best of the best in the industry to get the information we needed to be successful online business entrepreneurs, right? You think about it, same thing. People invest tens of thousands of dollars to go to college, right? And they get that education, then they got to go out and do what with that education? Well, they get a job, right? And then they go make somebody else rich. With us, we're online internet entrepreneurs. We get the information so we can build our own businesses online, right? I'm gonna show you how that works here. So now you got that information. Now you got to build a system, right? So first thing you need is what's called an autoresponder. Okay. Now, guys, I'm talking about a high converting sales funnel here. Okay. I'm going to actually break it down in a minute what it looks like, but you need to apply these tools and have them all working together. So the autoresponder. Okay. That's basically how we collect leads and we send you all emails, right? So all of you got an email today from us saying, hey, reminder, live webinar tonight. Well, this is how we send you these emails. Okay. Now that's going to cost you anywhere between like $350 and $1,800+ a year. Okay, I can tell you it's more than $1,800 a year if you have over 50,000 people, because it's how many people have on the list. Anyways, point is, next component you need is what's called a capture page, guys. Now that does a little bit of the selling and telling for you, which I'll break down in a minute how that works. Pretty cool. Basically, guys, it's how we capture email addresses. Okay, so you need a capture page. That's going to cost you about $588 a year. Now, the next thing you must understand and know how to do is host live webinars and do presentations, right? And share the information with your community and the people who are interested in that information. Once you got that, then you're going to need to buy some tools like Webinar Jam or like Chat Roll, those kind of services in order to host live webinars, okay? The next thing you must have in order to get people to those live webinars to see your product or service, you need a Facebook ads education, right? You need to understand you got the best product in the world, right? But if nobody sees it, it's just the best product in the world sitting on the shelf, right? And so you need an education for Facebook, and that's what we got. We all invested a little over $1,000 each to get a Facebook ads education. That way we could take any product or service, use the Facebook platform to then promote that product or service with great laser focus accuracy. But you need that education in order to actually run ads, right? So then you're gonna need one of the other tools, which is called Click Magic, and that really tracks all your links coming in from like Google, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everything, right? So guys, once you've gotten all that education, once you spend all that time and energy flying around the country, going to all these great masterminds, learning this information, then you're going to buy all those tools right there and you're going to put it all together, okay, and create what's called a high converting sales funnel, which I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a minute. Okay, guys, so that's what it is. That's what it actually takes, $2,100 plus $2 plus all those tools and training. Now, here it is, guys, the components of a successful online business. Now, that's a whole lot right there. You can see that's a whole lot to go through. A whole lot to go through, right? You got to travel, you got to get the right mentors, you got to get the right education information, right? Well, now once you've done that, you're going to put all those pieces together. Let me go and show you what the components look like in a different kind of graphic here. So the first thing you really need is a product or a service, right, to actually sell the market space. Now, don't worry, you don't have to do what I did for 10.5 years, which is just trying to make my own products and services and go out there and sell them and fail miserably. We show you how to just partner on proven profitable campaigns, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. So product or service to sell the market space, and then a secure shopping cart in order to exchange the money securely, right? The next thing you need is what's called a high converting sales funnel, okay? Now, what you just saw there in the last slide is some of the pieces, right? The components that make up a high converting sales funnel. Now, pay attention right here, because this is what the job of the high converting sales funnel does with all those components you just saw in the last slide. The job of the high converting sales funnel is to do the selling and the telling about your product or your service for you, okay? Does the job for you. So you could be out, maybe you're surfing with me, maybe you're out in Thailand, maybe you're out in Panama with Jane, maybe you're out in Canada, or maybe it doesn't matter where you're at. We're out somewhere doing whatever it is you want with your life, and this sales funnel is doing the selling and the telling for you. Okay, pretty cool. Now, guys, this can be done through emails. Remember, I talked about autoresponder, right? You capture leads through your email address, right, or through the capture page, right? So you can send them emails, you can send them videos, you can send them the webinars. All the information is being told to them. Now, the next thing you need is what's called traffic. Okay, traffic is, guys, it's a commodity. You push a button, you buy traffic online. Okay, it's a skill set that can be learned, and you get better at it. Matter of fact, we teach everybody how to do that inside this community. So what you do is you get traffic going through your high converting sales funnel on a consistent basis. Now, as those people are going through your high converting sales funnel, the selling and the telling is being done for you. And as they go through that information, some of them are going to like, love, and trust your product. They're going to click the buy now button because it makes so much sense. And that's how you're going to make money from the internet using a high converting sales funnel, right? Pretty awesome, right? Pretty cool. Now, let's pause for just a second, because that's kind of a lot, right? You can see how, we spent, lots and lots of money and time and energy traveling around the country, finding the right mentors. Then they taught us the tools that we needed, right? Then we had to go out and buy those tools, right? Then we had to put all those tools together, right? And then you had to learn how to split test them. You had to learn to send emails. You had to learn to write ad copy. You had to learn to do webinar. I mean, you can see how much it really takes to build an online business. That's why we know 95% of people who try to build a business online absolutely fail. But guess what? We figured out the problem. We watched it happen. We said, you know what? Let's develop something that changes everything. And we did, guys. So in just a second, I'm going to show you tonight how to cut your learning curve by 90%, my friend. I'm so excited to break this down for you. Now, check this out. A lot of people want to know, okay, how do I get rich? How do I get wealthy? How do I get that time freedom? Right? And what's kind of neat, guys, most people don't even realize you don't need to be rich to live a millionaire lifestyle, to be rich, to have more free time in your life, right? You don't need that much more money. Matter of fact, we did an exercise this past weekend with a bunch of series of mastermind people, and you break it down how much you really need a month, and then you replace your income. It's pretty cool, okay? Because it doesn't take as much as you really think. You'd be shocked, right? But how do you get rich? How do you get wealthy, right? So you can build wealth and grow that wealth. Well, check this out. Here's how they do it. The wealthy get wealthy by doing what? They follow trends, right? Now, guys, we've seen major trends, and we've seen the people get wealthy who invest their time and energy there, right? We saw it in the agricultural age. We saw it in the industrial age. We saw it in the information age. And now we're living in the conceptual age, guys, where more and more people are creating apps. A billion-dollar valuated company pops up every few days. I mean, guys, we're entering one of the most abundant times in human history. But guess what? It's the new game, right? It's a new business game. It's not the old way of doing things where, guess what? You're going to go to industrial age, an education system that's designed for the industrial age. You're going to go to college and waste tens of thousands of dollars to come out of college and get the same damn job you could have gotten out of high school, right? But no, you want to be somebody who's following the trends, right? So you can get wealthy and realize that this is one of the most abundant times in human history if you're paying attention and you're going the right direction. And that's exactly what the Global Affiliate Zone has done and created. This is so exciting. So look at this graph right here. This is going to get you so pumped up. All the numbers you see here are in US billion dollars, right? So in 2012, there was $231 billion in online spending and online spending, right? Meaning people going to the internet, typing in, buying products and services, right? Now, fast forward to just this next year. Wow. That's going to jump to $370 billion in online spending and shopping, right? That's a massive, major trend right there, guys. So what's happening? More and more people are coming online, first of all. Now, by 2020, guess what? That's going to be over $500 billion in online shopping and spending, right? A lot more people coming online, a lot more people going to buy products and services online. So what's that major trend? It's a kind of a no-brainer. It's online shopping, right? So, like I said, more and more people are going to the internet to buy their stuff. It's only going to continue. The trends are going to continue to grow that way. That's just how it's going to go. Eventually, you won't even have to go try on a pair of pants or a dress at the store. You'll do your holographic machine here. It'll scan your body, and you'll be trying it on at your house. Understand? it's only going to get bigger and bigger, the trend for online shopping. So this is going to blow your mind, because Global Affiliate Zone not only removed 90% of the hard stuff it actually takes for somebody to build a business online, it's actually perfectly designed a position to take advantage of this major trend. Now listen here, my friend, this is so awesome. Did you know that when you check out and purchase something online, that 90% of the time an affiliate is making commission from your purchase? Did you realize that's happening all day, every single day, and that industry continues to grow week after week, month after month, year after year, and where it's forecast to go through the 2020s is absolutely massive, my friend, right? Now, now imagine if, my friend, imagine if you knew how to get the right offers, right, in front of the right people, and instead of a silent affiliate earning that commission, it was you who got paid, because you were trained how to find the right offers. You were taught how to find the right people. You became the silent affiliate. You know how to run your ads. You know how to put the ad in front of the right people, and boom, you're that silent affiliate who's now starting to earn an income online. How freaking awesome, right? Well, where would you start, right? Where would you start? Well, let's take a look at that. First thing you have to do is you need to find an audience, right? A very large audience of people, large groups of people who are literally raising their hand every single day saying, hey, I'm looking for that product, or hey, I need that type of service in my life, or hey, I'm looking to build an online business. Could you show me how, right? Find a large group of people who are raising their hand every day. And then what do? You find an offer that is congruent to them. Makes sense, right? Now, this is what's so cool about what I'm going to show you, because with the internet, guys, you can get laser focused, laser targeted on who's looking for what and the best products that they're actually clicking on and buying, right? This is so freaking cool. Now check this out. Here's some examples of how to find a profitable audiences, right? Okay, you might want to be taking some notes. You pay very close attention, okay? I'm going to show you 2 ways of going out there and finding a profitable audience that you can then take an offer that people are already looking for and then put it in front of their eyeballs. How sexy is that, right? Okay, look, you're using Google AdWords. There's a tool called a keyword planner. Okay, now as you can see down there in a red circle, I typed in my product or service, which I typed in make money online. So now what I want Google to do is I want Google to show me every single month how many people are typing in those exact words, make money online, because I want to know how many people every single month are doing that, right? So Google, so cool, it's actually going to show me that. Not only that, look at this. They actually show me other keywords that are similar to the same keywords, which broadens my reach of people for people who are looking to make money online. Look at those audiences. 88,000, 88,000, 27,000, 110,000, 40,000. Wow, right? All very large audiences, all looking to make money online, right? So think about this. If I knew how to put an offer that was congruent with them and put it for their eyeballs, I could probably get some of those people to click the buy now button, right? Makes sense also, huh? And guys, this goes across every niche industry out there. It doesn't matter what you're trying to sell, pink fuzzy boots, weight loss products, it does not matter. I mean, look at this. Look at these audiences for weight loss. 165,000, 74,000, and 110,000. Boom, right? Let's hop over to Facebook, which is so important you understand how this all works, guys, because Facebook is the place to be marketing for the next 4 to 5 years. Because it is, like it or not, they know Facebook does everything about everybody. They know everything, which is great from a marketing standpoint, because we know then how to find the right people and we know what they're looking for. So look at this. So first of all, what's awesome about Facebook for business, okay, what you can do is you can go in there, you can target specific countries, states, zip codes, addresses. You can target specific age groups. You can target all genders, or men, women. You can target any kind of language, right? Pretty cool. Then what you can do is you can type in, like you see there, I typed in home business. Now Facebook shows me, hey, guess what? Look, there's actually over 1 million people who are interested in home business. Pretty cool, right? So now this is what's amazing. Pay very close attention right here, please. Now using that Facebook for business, I can then take those statistics right there, and then basically I'd scroll down a couple clicks away. I would go click, I would load up my ad video. And then now Facebook is going to show that video to all those people who are interested in building a home-based business. My ad will start showing up in their newsfeed. How cool is that, right? Again, it goes over all kinds of industries. Look at this. I typed in fitness. 16 million people looking for fitness type of things. And guys, you can always break it down to running, cycling. You can niche it down. So that's pretty exciting, right? Now, let's find them an offer. right? So we know how to find a profitable audience, okay? I kind of hinted how Facebook works, how you can create an ad and then use Facebook for Business to put that ad in front of those people's news feed, right? Guess what? You're seeing those ads every single day. Guess what? Those people are targeting you very specifically. Cool. So let's find them an offer, right? Let's find them an offer. Now, you can do this a few different ways, guys. You can use what you're seeing here. These are all called affiliate networks, like New Cash, ClickBank, Max Bounty, ClickShare, Commission Junction. What those sites are, basically you get an account with them. Once you get approved, you then start sifting through literally tens of thousands of products and services, right? So, and what happens is maybe you say, well, maybe we're looking for a weight loss product, right? So we find the highest converting weight loss offer. We copy our link. We create an advertisement. We then put that link in that advertisement in front of the people who were raising their hand looking for that type of product, right? That weight loss product. And then what happens when they like, love, or trust it, they're gonna click a button. They're gonna click a link. When they go to the checkout and they click the buy now button, well, guess what? You're that silent affiliate in the middle of that transaction, right? Now, those affiliate sites have tens of thousands of products and services. You can use it for that, right? As well, guys, you can use it for direct sales and marketing, as well as network marketing companies as well, because you don't have to do the old way of doing things, which was make a list of your friends and family, then have them make a list of friends and family, and lock people in a hotel room, all that. Nobody wants to do that, right? But you can use systems like this, build high converting sales funnel, to do it all for you, right? So let's actually log into a ClickBank account here. Let me show you what it looks like. Just want to show you how to find an offer, okay? So one way, again, you can use all those different sites, or you can look, I typed in ClickBank, I typed in home business, right? As you can see that, first of all, there's 1,504 products, okay, on that page, on 151 pages alone. So that's a lot to go through, right? But that's where you can see there's not a shortage of products at all, right? You just got to learn like how much the average percentages you're gonna get paid on a sale or maybe a rebill. You know, what's the gravity of your product or service? And ultimately, you want to split test offers and find which one converts the best, right? Now, again, just to prove that you can do it for any kind of category, look, I typed in lose weight, right? 787 products. So guys, that's a lot of products. You can go through there all day long and start testing those out and finding products and services to try to promote, right? Now, here's what we do, right? We've got an audience. Now we've found an offer. Now, one way is to put an offer in front of your chosen audience with ads, right? So you see them on Google, you see them on the Facebook newsfeed, like I was just talking, right? We create a great piece of ad copy. Okay, we use Facebook for Business. Now we show that ad and it shows up in those people's news feeds. How cool, right? Now, some might buy right now, right? Because it just makes sense, doesn't it? But only a small percentage will buy at first sight. Now, you can make money this way, right? You can make money this way. Like I was just showing, you can go through and you can do it that way, all right? But not as much money as doing what we are going to show you tonight, my friends. I am not kidding you. We have figured this out. I'm so excited to show this to you. So guys, let's reverse engineer this. Let's show you exactly what I'm talking about with this high converting sales funnel, about taking an audience, finding an audience of people, and then creating an advertisement and putting it in front of their eyeballs and converting it to a sale. Let me show you what this looks like, okay? This is kind of pulling back the curtain for you. Now, this is going on, guys, with literally, we have over 6,000 people in our community, okay? Now, think about this for a second. Either you came to this webinar tonight because I sent you here through my webinar, through this process, or literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other people who have this exact same process set up, guys, drove you to see this live webinar tonight. Does that make sense? Now look at this. So here's what my fan page looks like. Okay, and what I did was on that fan page, it's all geared towards online business training and how to build business in the 21st century entrepreneur, right? As a 21st century entrepreneur. So what we do, we create a great compelling piece of ad copy, right? Maybe it's a video, and in that video, maybe it says something like, "Hey, it's Eric Carlson. A few years ago, I was a broke personal trainer living out of my car. Today, I make 6 figures. I travel the world with my family. Want to learn how I did it? I'm doing a free workshop. Click the button above." All right. So now, and then above that video, there's that ad text, and there's a link. They click on that link, and guess what happens? First of all, think about this. I can bring sales funnel, doing the selling and telling for you. Well, guess what? That first video is doing a lot of the starting the process of doing the selling and the telling, right? So it's just telling you who I am, what we do, etc. Right now, the prospect at this point is somebody who's interested in your information. Now, clicked on that link. They then go over to our capture page, right? And on that capture page, a little more of the selling and telling is being done. If this person is really interested and they're really communicating the information, they can then click that green button, enter their email address to then get the final piece of the puzzle. They can then get the information they need. Maybe they get through some emails. Maybe they get through a sales page. Maybe they get through some sales videos. Maybe they attend a live webinar like you guys are attending tonight to get the rest of the information. Now what happens is they get all the information. They like, love, and trust your product and service. And now what they do? They click on that buy now button because it just makes so much sense, guys. And that's exactly how we've done over $2 million in sales and commissions in this community alone in just the last year, guys. And it's only growing faster and faster. This is so exciting. So guys, this is so cool. You're going to be blown away. You're going to love this. You're going to be like, what? That's what's going on every day? Oh my gosh. So check this out. The marketing magic money formula. Look at this. So now what happens is once they enter their email, they go into our autoresponder, right? Remember we talked about the autoresponder earlier? Now guess what happens every single day? Every day we can send them more info, testimonials, provide value, and show credibility about what we're doing, right? And guess what, my friend? The whole process is designed to send them a link back to the offer and buy it now because it just makes sense, right? But maybe 1 to 3% will buy right now, right? Okay, because it just makes sense to them. It makes sense, it's crystal clear, and they're going to take action, right? But that means 97% won't. But guess what? We have their info, and we know exactly what they're interested in, don't we? So guess what, my friend? Now we have this asset, right? You have this asset that you can take into the future that can pay you over and over and over again. And my friend, if you ever heard the phrase, the money is in your list, I can tell you very truthfully, the money is in your list, my friend. You want to be building that immediately. Now, obviously the proof is in the pudding. And you're gonna have to give me like a high five through the screen for this because the proof's in the pudding, right? You agree? Well, guess what? You're here on this webinar. That's proof that what I just showed you works, right? Because you saw one of our ads in your Facebook newsfeed using the technique I just showed you, right? You clicked on the green now, the button, you opted in, and now you're watching the offer. What? So now the only question is, my friend, if we show you exactly how to do all of this, are you actually going to do it? Because I know this for a fact. You are the only variable for which the system works or doesn't work for you, my friend. That is it. Now, pretty cool, right? I know you're pumped. I know you're really pumped. Now, what if, I've kind of hinted, I've kind of dropped a few little hints about this. What if, oh, I'm so excited. What if we automated 90% of the entire process for you? Automated 90, gosh, I think it's really 95% of the process now done for you. What? This is what I'm talking about, my friend. We worked so hard on building something that we could really help a brand new average person really change their life, guys. And this is what we did. What if we just handed you a high converting offer already proven to get results, right? So you don't have to go through the thousands and thousands and thousands of pages and thousands and thousands and thousands of products to go find a product that may or may not work and put money in your bank account. Do what I've done, do what the rest of leadership does, do what any high-performing mentor will tell you to do. Go find a person who's making the money you want. They go do exactly what they're doing, promote the same products and services, and then get the same results, right? No brainer. What if we also build the capture pages for you? That's right. Build the capture pages for you so you do not have to incur that cost or the huge learning curve to test everything out. As well, build your autoresponder. Again, to remove the cost that it takes and the learning curve it takes to actually build an autoresponder and run and manage it. And speaking of running and managing an autoresponder, how about we email leads on your behalf? That's right, email leads on your behalf. And guys, that's a big part of this. Like, it's the relationship building part, right? It's sharing the information, showing them the testimonials, showing them results, and then building a relationship with them. It's so crucial, guys. And how about we even handle the sales presentations and the webinars for you? Oh my gosh, this gets more so excited every time I see this because I know what it takes to actually really do this, guys. And now you get this 90% done for you. Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped for you. And how about we even close the sales for you? That's right. So no, you never have to get on the phone. Hey, hi, this is so-and-so, I'm trying to close the sale today. No, done for you. And how about we handle all the coaching calls for you? Guys, we have an amazing, amazing system in place for you. I'm actually going to give you here a little sneak peek here in a minute. But guys, think about that. Handling all your coaching calls for you. So when the next time that we run one of these webinars and somebody joins your community and they're ready to get their business set up, you're not having to be the coach that helps them set up. We have professional coaches doing that for you. What? And all you have to do to start building a business online, take your income and your financial future to a whole new level is all you have to do is follow click-by-click training on setting up and running your ads, my friend. Wow. So it's time to get in the game, right? It really is. Now, if you're an ambitious person, you can go out and take what I just laid out and create this in maybe 30 days, right? Maybe 45 days if you really got the work and hustle. And just in case you want to go out there and try to do this all by yourself, I want to give you what we were using for all the tools, right? To build funnels. Still use these funnels, guys, but I'm going to show you how we made some magic happen here. So if you want to build your own funnels, here you go. We use Lead Pages, Aweber, ClickMagick, and for traffic, we're using Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Instagram, right? Now, you got to connect all those pieces together, track all that data, split test, everything to make it all work. But if you want click-by-click training, I'm showing you exactly how we do all this, and we have the perfect, the perfect solution for you right now, my friend. And just before I kind of show you this, a quick question. This goes out to you because it's really, it's about taking a quick inventory. You know, we work with hundreds and hundreds of people, and we do these live workshops, guys, all the time. We're just trainings and personal development workshops. And guys, I'm so amazed how many people are not prepared for the future, which is happening right now. Things are accelerating so fast, and it's just a real question I want you to really think about, because you have to be serious. You have to take your success serious, right? You have to make decisions. You have to make the tough decisions, because you have to change your life. I mean, look at these headlines today. Okay, and things just doesn't matter who's the next president. These things aren't going to change dramatically at all, right? Look at these: working and poor, where are all the jobs, finish at 40, retire, when will you ever retire? You know, guys, I mean, these headlines should be kind of like alerting you that the world's changing, the economy's changing, and you should be going where the money's going and your education's going. Change. Look at working and poor. 50% of Canadians, 62% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. That's startling. That's startling, and especially when you look at the Time magazine cover right below that one. Will you ever be able to retire? I just read an article today. It's actually a fantasy and a dream for most everybody, most people now. Okay, guys, if you were born in the 80s, and you want to retire, you're going to need $2 million sitting in cash in the bank to retire. How's that working out for 50% of Canadians, 62% of Americans who are going paycheck to paycheck, right? I mean, and if you're born in the 90s, guess what? $2.5 million cash in the bank. What? How's that working out for everybody, guys? So things are changed. They're changed very quickly. And if you're not a technological nerd like me, reading technology magazines and books every day, well, guys, guess what? The world's going to change. The economy's going to change. And if you're not up to speed with it, guys, you could possibly be in for a world of hurt. Seriously. I mean, look at this. Robots, these are all headlines I'm going to show you right now that I just got from last month in September. Okay, look at robots will eliminate 6% of all U.S. jobs by 2021. 6%. That's just in the U.S. alone, guys. Look at that. That's just crazy. Do you know Lyft and you know we call it the Lyft gig economy now? We've got Uber, people driving for Uber, they're driving for Lyft, right? They're driving delivery food. Well, guess what? Lyft and Uber said that all their cars will be automated within the next 5 years. Okay, so guess what? What about all those people right now who are supplementing their income, right? Because that's kind of a false thing. It looks like in our economy, like things are going kind of well for some people because we have all these things in place. Well, guess what? They're not all going to have a job with Uber in 5 years, guys. Technology is going to automate and radically change everything we're doing, guys. Number one job for males in the United States, truck driving. Guess what? Those jobs will be gone by 2025 as self-driving trucks will be all over driving and delivering everywhere, guys. And just in case you think, well, no, it's not me. My job's safe. Guess what? It's called technological unemployment. It's huge, and it's about to happen and smack so many people in the face, and this is why people need to wake up. Guys, there's a website I went to. You can type in and look at all the different jobs and the percentage for which you're going to lose that job, right? Look at this short list includes 69 other jobs. Look at this: bartenders, cashiers, waiters, delivery people, fast food workers who are all complaining about $15 an hour jobs, right? Maids, basic mechanics, finance management, business strategy, undergraduate education, guys, medical diagnosis, legal discovery. Guys, this is changing very, very quickly. This is why it's so important to be educating yourself and changing and making decisions to go the way, and do not wait for anybody to come save you, guys. Don't wait for your job to go, hey, how about you keep this job for 40 years and we'll give you a pension. It's not coming. Now imagine, my friend, that you're a smart person, because you are. Imagine you decide to draw a line in the sand and do something different and change your life and get yourself educated, get yourself on a course of action. So maybe in 6 months, maybe it's 1 year, heck, even if it takes you 3 years to get financially free and live the life that you truly want, I can tell you it's absolutely worth it, okay? And imagine, because you made that decision, now you're waking up and you can see the headlines coming. You're like, oh my God, that's what they were talking about. Oh my God, there was a whole nother sector gone. But you made a smart decision. You decided to change your life. And because of that decision, everything has changed. Because, my friend, we show our community step by step. We have the most dynamic, high converting sales funnel. It's always being updated and tweaked and twisted by some of the best tech guys. So, guys, when we run our next live webinar, Instead of them joining my community, like I said, guys, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people sent you to this webinar tonight. When you all are going to join a community right now, hundreds and hundreds of people's lives and incomes are going to change just like that. Does that make sense? Now, this is all running, excuse me, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you. So the next time we run this webinar, you follow the training, you copy our ad video, you copy our ad copy, you load it to your Facebook fan page, you follow our Facebook training, you drive traffic to it, they show up tonight in the webinar, and guess what? They join you, and welcome, because you're now the silent affiliate who made the smartest decision possible, and guess what? Now they're joining you. Now your income is changing. Now our coaching call is going to work for you to help your newest person get set up and run their business. And the efforts just keep getting duplicated, my friend. So guess what? You ready for a sneak peek? Because I'm going to do something, guys. This is just going into week. Wow, this is not even a full month yet. We have released our brand new platform. So I was telling you earlier, guys, this is one of the best times you can actually be seeing this information, guys, because you are seeing it really at the very beginning when the brand new system is automated. Now, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to pop in here. Because people are like, what's it like when I join a global affiliate zone? Could you just show me a little bit of that? So here's exactly what's going to happen. When you join a global affiliate zone, and here in just a minute, the first thing you're going to see is you're going to land right here. You're going to land in our back office, the global affiliate zone. The first thing you're going to see here is this video from our co-founder, our amazing Mr. Matthew Jang. He's actually down in Panama right now. Guys, kids been traveling all around the world, guys. And you're going to watch this amazing welcome video from Jang. He's going to show you step-by-step how to get set up. And here's what you're going to do. The first thing you have to do, guys, it's so easy. Look at this. As you can see there, all these green boxes are checked because I've obviously gone through the training. For you, the only one this will be unchecked will be this green box. You're going to start here, step number 1. How easy is that, right? What you're going to do, you click on this button. You're going to view your step. You're going to go right into your coaching process. Now, my friends, this is broken down perfectly to help you get your business set up, okay? So now you can go through, as you can see, I've already completed my coach's process. So it's like, hey, you've already done it. It's okay. But you can look here. You go through each one of your coaching processes. You go down, you watch the video, guys. This is amazing. You're getting top level training, guys, from our mentors. This is amazing. So you go step by step through each one of the process. Good here, like you fill this in, like who besides you is going to benefit from your success. Guys, this is high level business training as you're going through each step of the way, setting up your business, right? All the way down to this. Look at this. So booking your coaching call. Obviously, I've already done this part, so it's not here, but here you would see a little calendar. You pick your date and time, and you're going to book your coaching call, which I just kind of snuck out a little bit. I'll show you how that works here in a minute, guys. So not only that, guys, you go step by step through our entire modules to get your business set up, over-the-shoulder training, after everything's done for you. Once you've gotten that set up, you have a complete overview. You go to step 2. Then you go to your basic training. Now look at this, guys. This is, again, over the shoulder. There's Jang at our HQ out in Vegas. We have a big, big mansion out there, guys, where all the great business work gets set up. So look at this. Step-by-step training. Look at that. There you go. How to set up your fan page, like I just talked about. There it is. How to set up your fan page, right? Step-by-step training on everything you need. There's our buddy Julian taking you step-by-step, guys. So it's very easy to do. How to season your fan page. And then look at this. Here it is. Everything as you can see down here. Moderating, editing your video, placing your first ad video, placing your ad, guys. Isn't that just amazing? So step-by-step training, guys. Then we take you into what's called your daily method of operation. Guys, this is high-level training as well. This is what 6- and 7-figure earners do every single day to grow and build a massive, massive income. Guys, you're going to go through this step-by-step training so you know how to run your day every single day. Makes sense, right? So there's no question about how to run your business. As well, guys, we just keep providing more and more training for you. We want you to understand exactly how to get everything done. So when a new person comes in, you can see everything here. Just love this, guys. Now look at this. I'm going to show you one more thing here, guys. So we have the training center. Look at this, the marketing center, guys. Look at this. We have a real-time leaderboard stats. Absolutely cool. So you see real-time, your commissions coming in. Remember I talked about when you set up your fan page? Look at, here's our ad videos, guys. We make new ad videos going up every single month for you. All you got to do is click the download button, turn around, follow the training, upload to your Facebook fan page, copy our video ad copies, paste that in your Facebook fan page, copy your link right here, paste it in your fan page with this ad copy, with the video, follow the training, run traffic to it, and then just like I showed you, people are going to show up to the live event, and that's how you're going to get paid, right? And so not only that, guys, you're going to earn 30% commissions from promoting the system as well. It just gets more and more. It just gets so awesome. So you can see that, guys. Amazing, easily to set up your business. Now, I'm so excited to share that with you guys because it's really amazing to be able to walk you step by step through and let you see exactly how you're going to set up your business. So guys, let's talk about that because right now you're probably going, all right, Carlton, I'm in, right? So by now you're probably wondering how much. So let's go ahead and tell you. Well, first of all, guys, if I told you pay very close attention all the way to the end, okay, we had a very, very special offer, which I'm going to give here tonight, guys. So when you click the button here in just a moment, you join our success team, you're also getting a half-hour coaching call, right, which I just showed you. You go through your business plan as you go step by step by step by step. You can see the last step was there. Click on a button, boom, you're going to book your half-hour coaching call. Guys, with our amazing coaching floor, guys, these guys do hundreds of millions of dollars in sales for people. Hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. They're absolutely the top in the industry, guys. And guess what? You get a half-hour coaching call and say, hey, coach, I'm here. I don't want to get to here. How do I use this system? How do I plot this out to get those results? Bam. Not only that, you're going to get like a 2 to 3 minute welcome call within 24 hours after you join from our coaches and say, hey, welcome to the community. Welcome to GAZ. I just want to make sure you know how to get started. Go to step 1, follow your process, blah, blah, blah. When you're done, book your coaching call. We'll talk to you here in a few days. Boom. Very cool. So as well, I showed you, you're going to go through a 3-hour coaching mentor training, guys. These are what the mentors. Guys, so valuable. We had to really beg and twist some arms, and I think we had to give away some kale shakes to get these guys to do it, guys, because it's so powerful. When you get that high level of knowledge from these guys, you really understand how to leverage the system. As well, guys, you're getting access to a $250,000 dynamic response system. Yeah, that's right, guys. The call floor, the coaching floor that works, guys, that was a $50,000 investment we recently set up for you guys, just to make sure you had the best in place. As well, there's over $200,000 spent on the dynamic response system, guys. So when people enter their email address, everything's tracked back to you. They're getting real-time emails sent to them, updates, reminding them about the webinars. It's all very dynamic response. It's so high level. As well, guys, you get access to our private groups, our weekly webinars, our weekly trainings, guys. Every single week we do trainings live. We hop on there. Hey, we help you guys advance your business. It's so awesome. As well, you get all the mentorship tools and training you need to build a successful online business. Guys, you can leverage the GA system, do exactly what we should do, just drive traffic to it, and really change your financial future. On top of that, if you want to learn how to build your own high converting sales funnel and drive your own traffic to different type of offers, guess what, guys? We have ongoing training for you, and that is honestly priceless, because that's the same type of training that I got from our mentors, right, that taught me I'll never have to work a job again, because I know exactly how to build an offer, or first of all, find an audience, build an offer, and then drive traffic to it. That's all you need to know how to do. You're done, right? That's why you get access to our Facebook ad training, which I just showed you step by step. You watch Jillian take you through each one of the steps of getting your fan page set up. You season your fan page, you load up your ad video, you run your first ad, kaboom, you're in business. Now, my friend, this was recently told to us by, first of all, call center floor guys who do all these coaching calls for you guys. They sell $30,000 to $40,000 packages. And the reason they said, they looked at what I'm about to show you right now, and they looked at our system like, guys, holy cow, you're not charging enough. Because we sell $30,000 packages for systems that aren't even close to what you guys are providing in value. This is nuts what you guys are charging for this. And we said, you know what, guys, but our goal is to help the average brand new person, so we're not even going to come close to charging $30,000 to start a business. That's not our goal, right? Always to help the brand new average person like you start a business. So we said, how do we break down something so valuable? How do we break this down into monthly installments? And here's what we decided to do. $500 a month to start. Easily worth $500 a month to get your business up and running and have a 90% done for you automated system. And leadership, we got together. We said, you know what, guys? Let's see if we can crunch the numbers and do something a little different, because we really want to help a brand new average person, because we know the results that will happen if they apply this information and they're coachable and they keep moving forward. We know. So we said, you know what? We can do it. We can do it for $198 a month, guys. Let's do that. $198 a month. They get their business set up. They get their coaching call done. They get all the training they need to get everything set up. They're running first ad, and boom, they can start making money as fast as possible. And then we said, you know what, guys? Since it's brand new, the brand new platform we're launching, let's do something really, really special. And we did. And I'm so proud of this community. I'm so proud of this leadership, guys, because we really went out of our way to really create as many success stories as possible. So by now you're like, okay, bro, I'm in. I don't care what it costs. I am in. And I would agree with you. That's a smart decision. So here's what we're doing, guys. You get a 90%, if not 95% done for you system where it's step-by-step, go through each one of your coaching processes, setting up your fan page, loading up your ad video, driving traffic to the offer. So when they come check out this amazing webinar, guys, boom, you're getting paid 30% commissions off of people just coming to the webinar and coming into the Global Affiliate Zone commissions, as well as learning high-level commissions off of the same type of offers that we promote on the back end, my friend. So how much to get that kind of access? Well, guess what? $99 a month. I know it. I know it. That's so exciting. That's what gets me fired up. Because if I honestly was shown that type of information years ago and was provided an opportunity to use a 90% done for me system, I would have spent $10,000 on it, guys. I spent tens of thousands of dollars, but you don't have to do that. You get to start today for only $99 a month, my friend. Now, it's time to make a decision, right? We've gone over the numbers, right? There's 3.3 billion people online, 5 billion by 2020, 8 billion by 2025. So that makes sense, right? And we're talking about why an online business makes total sense right now. We're talking about how to automate your business. Heck, we've shown you how to automate your online business, but guess what? We went ahead and did it for you with a $250,000 investment just over the last few months to get this thing built for you guys. And we talked about how to get wealthy, right? Follow the trends. Go where the money's going. Follow the people who are being successful at it, and then model their behavior, right? And we talked about why you don't want to miss this, guys. You do not want to get caught up in this wave. There's in a lot of economic circles, guys, they talk about there's economic correction coming here very, very soon. You really, really want to take this seriously. You really, really want to take this seriously when it comes to learning new information and getting yourself in a position to earn income in a different way, okay? Pay very close attention to that, all right? Now, we showed you proof of people just like you making thousands of dollars online. Actually, we're going to bring on a whole panel of them here in just a minute so you can really see what this is doing for people's lives, guys. We talked about why you're learning this skill set, direct sales, direct marketing equals a freedom lifestyle. So, guys, it's really time to take action. And at this point, I'm going to pause for just a second because I want to check in and make sure they're paying attention. Angela, are they ready? Are they ready for this? Did that make sense to them? Are they fired up? I mean, that's a lot of value we gave them. Did they catch on to that?
It's absolutely insane, guys, and keep giving us your feedback here. But so far, we've got a ton of woohoos here in the chat, and just people just really getting fired up on this. So it's making sense so far. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is making sense. Cool. So yeah, we got some awesomes in here. So yeah, everyone in here so far has like stuck with us all the way till now, and they're just ready to get started. I've had a couple people say, I'm ready to go. So I think they're definitely ready.
Awesome. I love to hear that. You know why I love to hear that? Because you know it too, Angela, because it's everybody right now who's pumped, who's excited. It's like we just met them all out in July at our event. And it's because of the decisions y'all are making right now that when you get to hug us in person, and like I get goosebumps thinking about it, we get to see the tears in your eyes, the smile in your eyes, because you made a decision right now to change your life, and you didn't even realize what a powerful decision it was. And that weeks go by and months go by, and then boom, your financial life has changed. Just like all these people that are about to come out and tell you how they happened for them, you're now taking that same position and changing your life. I can't wait to give you a hug, my friend. So here's what you get to do right now. Go ahead and click the refresh button in your tab there. This page is going to refresh and open again. Don't worry, the video is going to start right where you're at. But right below this video, I've done a little magic here in the background, and a new orange button has just popped up. This is join our success team right now. And I want you to click that button. I want you to lock in your position because it's about to get nuts. So here, let me show you really quickly what it's going to look like for you when you click that orange button. Let me share my screen really quick here so you guys see the step-by-step. I'm so pumped. I just can't wait to meet every one of you who are joining our community right now. I cannot wait to give you a hug. I cannot wait to hear your success story. So after you've just clicked that button, you should be able to hear my voice right now, still be following through. You're going to land on a page that looks like this, okay? It's a secure shopping cart. Like I mentioned earlier, you have to have a secure shopping cart. So here's our secure shopping cart, guys. You're going to enter in all your information, your name, email address, everything here. Credit card goes down here. And make sure you put a good phone number in here, guys, because we are going to give you a call and welcome you to the community, as well as have you in the system so we can get your coaching call set up. So that's what you're going to do. And you click this button right here. It says place your order. So let me just show you this really quick. Boom, boom, boom. Again, that's what the button looks like right below the video. So again, guys, here's your steps. You're clicking the orange button. You're joining our team. You're going to create your account tonight. And like I said, expect the coach's call welcome within 24 hours. And then simply, my friend, do yourself a favor, speed of implementation. Just get to step number one, your coaching process, and go step by step by step by step by step. Just keep doing every single step. Like I told you at the beginning of this webinar, do something every single day. The micro. You don't need to make big changes, my friend. You need to make micro changes, okay? Clicking that orange button right now is a big change in your life. After you've made that big decision, now you're just going to do micro adjustments every single day to keep growing and growing and growing, and you're going to have success, my friend. So, guys, this is a limited time offer. This $99. We've been told by big names in the industry who've seen our system, who've actually got inside now and like, oh my God, guys, you should be charging over $1,000 for this thing or more. So we're like, you know what? We're going to keep it $99 for as long as we can right now. Okay. So guys, get in for $99 as fast as you can. All right. Before those things have to change. Now, I'm going to leave you with a quick quote before we bring out some amazing success stories, guys. It just again gives me goosebumps to hear the success. Guys, successful people make decisions quickly, right? As soon as they get all the facts, they're like, boom, I know this is for me. Boom, I'm taking action, right? And successful people will change them very slowly, right? But an unsuccessful people, they do this. They make decisions very slowly, right? And then they ponder that decision. Oh, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, I shouldn't know, right? Well, guess what? They change them, and they change those decisions often, and they change it quickly, right, my friend? Procrastination, honestly, is the #1 killer of success. Do not let procrastination stop you and hold you back from your success, hold you back from your dreams, ever. Just make micro changes, micro adjustments. Be a little better today than you were yesterday, a little better tomorrow than you were today, and keep moving forward, my friend. The only question is now really is, I think I can play this for a second. The camera's going to stop us. Are you next? Right? Guys, we have these events. We actually have our next event coming up here really, really soon in November. Guys, we run these events where you can come out, you can work with us. We do these masterminds. Look at this. Here we took everybody out to the Daylight Beach Club, guys. Guys, just absolutely amazing community. We want you to be a part of this. We want you to get the results. We want you to live that life. We want to share your success with you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. I'm going to pop out here really quick. I'm going to hop in a chat, answer some questions, and check things out. And I'm going to pass it over to my good buddy Angela here. So Angela's going to share her success story with you guys. And what you're going to find out here is what's really neat. Is Angela joined us at a time when, like I told you, the automation, 90% of the automation wasn't done. They had to come in and they had to go build everything. We're like, hey, Angela, we found this great product or company we're going to promote. Come on in. And then go build all that stuff, right, guys? So she came in when it wasn't 90% done for you. So you're going to get to hear from somebody who wasn't there, now to somebody who went through this whole transition process. And then guess what? Now, after that, we're bringing out people who started from just seeing this webinar. They clicked the button, they made a decision, and now they're using this exact same system to drive all of you to this webinar so they can all change their financial future and help you change your financial future. I love it. Angela, I'm going to throw it over to you, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eric.
Yes.
So guys, I'm super pumped to be able to share this with you because it's just insane, like how real this stuff is and how awesome this community is and the training and the system that we have in place. Because like Eric was saying, when I first got started, you know, we didn't have our sales funnels built out for us. It's like, this is what we're promoting. This is how you make money. Now, you know, get people to a webinar, take the coaching calls, and all of that needed to be done and built out. And it costed money to, you know, build those things out, like with Aweber and lead pages for your autoresponder, your capture pages, all those different components inside the sales funnel took, you know, tools to build, and those tools costed a monthly fee that, you know, was way more than $99 a month. So you're getting like the deal of the century here with $99 a month. So it's gonna make it a lot easier for you to get into profit more quickly because you don't have as much overhead as like a typical online business, right? And you can put more money into your ad budget, which means, you know, more money on the other end, right? And so we're gonna go over a game plan with you and really show you where to go, you know, how to get to your goals the fastest, right? When I first got started, like I said, we didn't have the system in place. So, you know, I had been looking into this stuff, me and my boyfriend Tyler, for years before we actually found mentors that, you know, could really actually show us how this stuff worked, right? We were going through different sales funnels and no one was really showing us how the sales funnels were set up. So it was, nothing was direct and to the point like this. And so first of all, your sales funnel is done for you here. And then second of all, how you get people to the sales funnel, that's covered in a step-by-step training, showing you how to set up those ads, get the traffic to the webinar, and then we're on the webinar doing all the selling and telling for you. You know, we've got the tracking and systems in place to make sure that you get your commissions. And so it's actually all really, really very simple. And then whatever questions that you have, you know, you can go to either our chat support. We've got a support team there that's working. Monday through Friday for you guys. We've got a whole community that you can plug into with 6,000 members that are building the exact same business as you and going through the exact same training. So you pop a question into our Facebook group, and within minutes, you have like 5 to 10 different answers to your question, and everyone adding their own piece of value, right? And so it's been really awesome. Like, you can reach out to any of us on Facebook and really just have a community of people around you who are where you want to be. And I mentioned in the beginning, you know, you are the average of the 5 people that are closest to you. So when you get started here and you make a decision that a year from now you're not going to be in the same position you are today, it's just a side effect of, you know, being around, you know, people who are all like-minded and going towards their goals, that you reach your goals, right? And you make that money that you're looking for, or whatever change that you're looking for in your life, whether it's more time or going on a vacation, you know what I mean? Or living your life as a vacation. That's actually what it's turned into. It feels like I'm on vacation every day. I mean, I used to clean houses and serve tables for a living, and, you know, my boyfriend building boats and surfboards, and we were away from each other all the time, and it totally sucked. And so, you know, we finally found this community, and it was like, wow, so this is how it all works. and now that we have this system, it's been amazing to see how, you know, other people have gotten the same results that it took us years to achieve in a matter of months. And so we're going to bring out some people here that are amazing examples of that, who plugged in, you know, watched this webinar, started implementing the training and putting up their own ads on Facebook, even when they had no idea what they were doing. They just followed the training, and boom, they had an ad up on Facebook, you know, and now they've been able to quit their jobs and really make some massive changes in their own lives. So it's been really, really cool to see. And so the only other thing that I want to touch on here for some of you before I start bringing people out is just keep in mind that, you know, when I was getting started, Eric was getting started, and pretty much everyone on this panel, when we were getting started, we were struggling, right? We barely had the money to get started. So you might not have the $99 to get started right now. All it takes is that decision that you are going to get started here, and you're going to do whatever it takes to come up with the money, right? That was one of my biggest obstacles and objections with different things in this online business world when I was getting started, is like, well, I don't have the money to get started. I guess this isn't for me. Well, the thing is, you can come up with the money, right? There's no shortage of money in this universe. There's just a shortage of ideas, right? When you make your decisions based on your goals rather than your circumstances around you begin to change. But as long as you're making your decisions based on your circumstances, they're going to stay the same. What are they supporting? Your current circumstances. But when you're making your decisions on your goals, now your circumstances are supporting your goals, right? Makes sense? So just keep in mind, you know, your poor is a mindset, right? It's a state of mind. Broke is only a temporary thing. So once you make the decision to get started here, because I know there's probably a handful of people here who just don't have the money right now, and that's okay, right? Come back to this link, get started with us as soon as possible. Do whatever it takes, right? And your life is going to be so abundantly blessed. You know, this stuff works when you work. And most of our success stories are coming from the people who are struggling the most in the beginning. So you're going to have all the support that you need here. You know, everyone gets started in their own divine timing, and we're here to help everyone who's willing to help themselves. So I really appreciate you guys all for being here. You're absolutely awesome. And I'll bring out some more awesome people who are, you know, the only difference between, you know, me and everyone on this panel and everyone watching here tonight is time, right? We just got started a little bit sooner than you did. So it's pretty cool to think about. So the first person that I want to bring out here is Eric Street. Eric has a really awesome, inspiring story, because, you know, he was working full-time military and you know, built a really, really awesome, really profitable business here with us, all just in his spare time. So pretty cool. Eric, I don't want to take up too much more of your story here. So just come out and share where you were when you got started, and, you know, what you've learned and accomplished so far. It's absolutely awesome.
Absolutely, Angela. Thank you so much for the introduction. I just wanted to the thing that I wanted to touch on, guys, is I am still actually active duty. I've got about 15 more months left till I ETS. And, you know, I'm nobody special. Like I said, 23 years old, just a paratrooper here at Fort Bragg. And I simply, a year ago, actually today, last year, exactly this day was when I submitted my $99 to get started with this business. And I've been able to go from a just broke, I had $22 in my bank account after I submitted my $99, and have been able to build a six-figure business all in a year, guys. And that is something that can happen when you come in with mentors like Eric and Angela and Jason and all of these other people in this community that are there to help. And you can have the same opportunity. But something I'm actually going to flip the script this time, because I had an event happen to me that really gave me an aha moment today. I'll keep it short. We were at PT this morning, 06:30, and we were getting ready to do a PT event. And all of a sudden, we're outside, and this car comes driving by and hits a girl at about 40 miles an hour in the middle of the road. You know, I run out there. I hear the smack. I run out there. I get to this girl. She's limp, lifeless. They're able to keep her steady, and she's now stable at the hospital. But the whole point of this, what I'm trying to say with this is, life can be over literally like that with the snap of a finger, right? And if that were to happen to you, if you just woke up and that just happened to your last day, to be your last day, would you be happy with the life that you had created? Would you be happy with the life that you created for yourself? Have you seen the world? Have you traveled? Have you been able to set up your family financially, your kids to go to college, your kids to have a trust fund or whatever it may be? That could have very well been that girl's, the Specialist Cruises was her name, last day. And it's one of those things. I realized it. I got done with that. I was shaking, man. That was the first time I've ever dealt with something like that. But I got up and I put a smile on my face, because I said, you know what? Yes, I've set myself up for when I leave the Army to never have to work for a boss again. And I am going to be truly happy once I leave this earth, because I've been able to mentor, help, and affect so many people, not only here in the States, but in Canada, the UK, all these places. I've been able to inspire people to get more out of their lives, just simply from my story and from what I've been able to accomplish. So basically what I'm saying is, guys, you only have one life on this earth, okay? And it can be over with the snap of a finger. You don't even know it. So now is the time. If you are not happy with the situation you are in, if you are not happy with the job, with the life, with the school you're in, with the situation that you may be in, this is the opportunity to be able to smile when you're on your deathbed. There's so much that this vehicle right here can lead to. It's literally given me a second chance on my life. I had no direction. I had no goals. I had nothing when I joined this community. All I had to look forward to was 0630 formation for PT. That's it. That is all I knew. And now in this short year, I've been able to affect so many lives. I've been able to completely turn around my financial situation. I've been able to literally have a second chance on life. And this is your second chance on life. If you are stuck in a situation that you don't like, you can do it. Your life matters because you only have one of them. So you might as well take a risk and take a chance to live the life that you want, instead of simply existing on this earth and living the life that you feel you must have just to put a food on the table for your kids, or just to pay the bills. There's more to life than going to work and paying the bills and going to work and paying the bills. I promise you, I've lived it. I'm going to be able to, like, in a month, I'm going to be going to Cancun on my own expense to meet with people like Angela and Eric and Jason and some of these other mentors in here. Guys, I would have never been able to do that. I haven't even been outside the States. because I could never afford it. Now I can afford to travel anywhere. Once I leave the military, I'm gonna be able to travel full time. Not a lot of people can say that because their job will not let them. I now work for myself. I don't work for anybody else. I don't have a boss to answer to. Once I get out of the military, I don't have a boss to answer to. I don't have leave forms to file to go on vacation or to go out of the States. I don't have any of this. And that is all because I submitted my $99 and got started with this team. I did not wait. I did not watch the webinar 3 times. I took action the very first time I watched this webinar. And quick action gets quick results. That is just, bar none, the simple answer. So I just want you to think about that as you listen to these other testimonies from people who come from all walks of life. There's receptionist. There's Eric was a surfer. Angela, cleaned houses. Kayla worked at a dentist's office. Jordan's another military guy. All walks of life. They all came from different incomes, different backgrounds, and they've all had success here in turning around and having a second chance on life. So I'm sorry that I went on a nice tangent there, Angela, but I think it served its purpose. And I think everybody is now realizing that you have one life, literally one, and it can be over like that. So you might as well take the risk and take the chance to put a smile on your face for the rest of your life. And that's pretty much all I got. Guys, appreciate the time, appreciate it.
Absolutely. And no apologies. That was extremely valuable, because your quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions you ask yourself. And you asked us some questions here that might not be really comfortable to ask yourself, it might bring up some emotion and stuff, but it's just that the quality of your life is going to be determined by the quality of questions you ask yourself and the honest answers that you give yourself. And you really dropped some good nuggets in here. And, the speed of success is at the speed of implementation. We got some people in the chat like, when am I going to see the success with this? It really is at the speed of the implementation. Come in, go through the training, don't go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? That was us when we first got started. We were up like every night, couldn't even sleep. And so we put the work in, and the system puts in the other 90%. So we're gonna introduce you.
The seeds we planted are now growing, and you'll be able to do the same exact thing when you come in here and you plant your seeds. So. Right. I'm sorry, Angela. I could go all night, but I'll cut it off.
Dude, no worries. Really appreciate you, man. It's been absolutely amazing to see what you've done with this, and you are having a huge impact on everyone here. So thank you so much, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Appreciate all of you on the panel.
So let's go to some other people here. We've got a ton of people here just to come out and share with you guys like their experience with this, so you can really see how real this is and relate to some of us here. So I'd love to bring out Sean and Melissa here next. Sean and Melissa are an awesome couple, and I don't want to take away too much of your story. You tell it so well, and it's been amazing to see what you've done with this. So if you could share that with everyone here, that'd be absolutely amazing.
Perfect. Can you hear us?
Yep, perfect.
All right, cool. Well, thanks so much for having us, Angela. It's always a thrill to get to hear you guys speak, and every time I'm blown away. But yeah, so our story, right? So we kind of are the corporate kids. We wanted to do something together as a couple. That was important to us. We did everything right. We got into the corporate world. We worked in there for 10, 15 years, and just got to a point where we were sick and tired of being sick and tired of never seeing each other. And so the reason for us to pursue this was simply that we wanted more free time. And, I never got to see her because she worked at a dentist office. She ran the dentist office, and she would come home after the day was finished. And then I worked in the financial services industry. I used to help people with investments and long-term plannings and insurance and things. And so I would go see my clients at night times and on the weekends. And so when she came home, I never got to see her. And, being somewhat newlywed, and you don't see your wife, that sucks. Like, I don't want any part of that. So what we did is we decided, hey, let's give this thing a shot. We've never done anything really online before. So we watched a webinar just like you guys that are sitting here right now, like first off, congratulations for being here, because this is really an opportunity of the lifetime. And I say that simply because we're a product of the system. You know, we started about 6 months ago, and within, you know, our first month, we didn't make any money. Then our second month, we had a pretty solid 4-figure month. And then our third month, we had a 5-figure month. And then ever since then, it's been 5 figures and moving upwards, right? So it's, you know, we've been making a ton of money. And in 95 days, we were both able to completely walk away from our jobs. And to me, that was outstanding. It's outstanding. You know, I was like, I left a really good job. I had a team of 50 people working underneath me in the financial services field, and she had a team of 15 people at her dentist's office. And I mean, we were making good money then, but now we're making amazing money, and we have all of our time freedom, right? So like, we've just completely hit everything on the whole point. And we didn't think, we were out there when we first started, we're like, oh man, I don't know if we can do this, right? So if you guys are sitting out there right now having that feeling, like, yes, you can do this, right? Because I hadn't even been online the last couple of years really for anything. I didn't ever check my Facebook or nothing like that. And we got started, and it was super easy. I mean, the training was so easy. It was like, watch a video, stop the video, do the thing, come back, watch the video again, do the thing. And then the next thing you know, there's a check in the mail. Like, what, how did that work? So anyways, yeah, we're just really grateful to be here. Like, love you guys. You know, they've kind of coined us the original power couple. We're looking for other power couples out there. So if you're a power couple and you want to become a super power couple, like, join this opportunity, work with us, work with this team here. They know their stuff. Like, absolutely. They've been doing it for years, and we're just grateful. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you, everybody on the panel. We're just blessed, really. Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. It's been amazing to see what you've done with this, and you really ran with it, and it's awesome to see. So thank you guys. Cool. So I would love to bring out Anton here next. Anton has a really cool perspective. You know, he's been in this industry, like, working to build an income and stuff in this industry for a while now, and you can tell us more about that. And I think he's definitely found the best thing that he's come across finally with GAZ. And I'm so glad that you found us here, man, because it totally is the best. So I really appreciate you and that perspective that you bring here. So if you could just, you know, just go over where you were when you got started and what you've been able to do with this so far, that'd bring a lot of value here to everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angela. It's wild because all the things that Eric was talking about, like, hit so deep, and it put this, like, really great momentum for everyone that's going to come out and speak to you here. Because as you can see, we're all real people. You know, we're not some fancy marketers sitting behind computers, like, fooling people, selling products. Like, we're real people. We're coming from the heart. And that speed of action and implementing all the steps here can get you right to where all of us are, right? I've only been here for, I think I just hit 4 months this week. And it's been an amazing ride. I've had so much success, and I'm just extremely grateful for everything that they have laid out for myself and everyone else here. It just simply works. You know, this might not make a whole lot of sense to everyone out there, but most email marketing and digital marketing and making money online, it is hard. There's multiple things you got to learn. Like, as you saw, Eric laid out a bunch of stuff. And with this system, found a way to do all that heavy lifting for you. So all the hard stuff that I actually have been trying for the past year and a half to make work and could never get to work until I came to this and found GAZ, where there's all these automated systems built out. And it just makes your life easier because there's all these marketers. Some of these guys make a few million a year online, but they're glued and married to their computer. They don't have that freedom. Like, deep down inside, we want that freedom. You know, that's where we go get a job. I mean, yeah, you want to provide food and have a house and provide for your kids and whatever it may be, whatever drives you. And that's all part of it. But having that freedom to where you can work on your own clock and make your own income and do what you want and have more time with your family members, your kids, or whoever it may be, your loved ones. And that's what has really opened up for me and everyone else here. We've been able to build that freedom. and do what we want and take control of our lives. We're all focused on personal development. You know, we're not on some woo-woo stuff like, here, go read this thing and hope it works. No, like, this stuff works. We have great books that we teach everyone and show people an easier way to live. So I'm looking forward to working with everybody, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, Angela.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anton. It's been amazing seeing you climb that leaderboard here. Love it. And yeah, we work a lot on personal development. We show you, we just take back the curtain on everything that it's taken us to get to where we are. We share with you the books that we read, because we know that your income can only grow to the extent that you do. So we're getting on weekly internal webinars with you guys once you join, and you'll be able to get on with us live like twice a week, every single week, and we'll be able to give you feedback on, you know, your business and what you're doing so far, and you know, any questions that you have. We're going over things that you're going to need to know as you keep moving up forward, and it's awesome. You have everything that you need here: the mentors, the training, the support, the systems that do 90% of the work for you, so you don't have to, you know, put together all those different components that we went over tonight and pay for all those different things and all this stuff. So you can have the time freedom and build a business all the while and have it work for you, right? That's what it's all about. So next, I would love to bring out Kayla here. Kayla is just a beautiful person who plugged in, you know, coming from a place where she just, you know, wasn't totally happy with her life. She didn't see it going where she ultimately wanted to, realizing this is just the one life that she has, and what she's done here since then has been absolutely amazing. I would love for you to share that, Kayla.
How are you?
Awesome, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. Congrats everyone for staying on and listening the whole entire time. I'm really stoked to have you guys on here. This is a really awesome opportunity for you guys to listen and learn about. Even like Angela said, even if you don't take action tonight, which you really should, but at least you have it in the back of your mind, because I can promise you that this is going to stew in the back of your head for like days and probably weeks, because if you don't take action, this opportunity might not be the one for you, but eventually you're going to find one. And if you never take action, nothing is going to change. So just break down the wall and the scared and the fear that you have that you're going to fail, and just take the opportunity. Because if you truly believe that you won't fail, you're not going to fail, and you'll have a whole entire community here to fall back on that will be here to help you. I have had help from every single one of these people on the panel, and they have helped me throughout my whole entire process. And I've only been doing this for 5 months, but yet I am able to teach people exactly what I'm doing and have them have the ability to quit their jobs in the future and be able to work towards something that they've built for themselves, all because we believed that we could. And you can. And I really want people to understand the importance of believing in yourself, because the second you believe in yourself, you can do anything. I never believed in myself because I thought, I didn't go to college, you didn't really do anything, I don't really have anything else that I can do. But yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can teach myself whatever I need to know. I will do whatever I need to do. And I have. And I'm here because of it. And I want that for you. And I know you want that for you. So take action. Take the $99 and spend it on this. Don't waste it on something else that's not going to do anything for you. Don't spend another year wondering what you're doing in your life and then waste it. Just take the opportunity today. Do it today. Thanks, Angela. I look forward to working with all of you guys and seeing you in the community.
Yes, thank you, Kayla. You're so inspirational. It's amazing what you've been able to do, right? Just working a regular job, and 90 days later, you're able to quit your job, totally replace that income, and I'm sure exceeded it by now. So it's absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for just reminding everyone what this is right here. It's opportunity. What you're doing now, if you continue on the path that you are, chances are what you're doing right now is actually what's risky. This is opportunity. If you keep doing the same thing you've always done, you're going to keep getting the same result. So we're here to help you do something different, right? And so take the opportunity.
So much better.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Kayla. Cool. So I want to bring out Jordan here. I don't think maybe I have or haven't. Jordan, I don't know if I've heard your story yet. Is this the first time we're having you out here?
Yeah, it's actually my first time, Angela.
Heck yeah. Glad to have you on, man. So
Thank
I'm
you.
really excited to hear, you know, where you were getting started and what you've been able to do with this so far.
Yeah, so a little bit about myself. I kind of have a unique situation because I'm great friends with Eric Street that you guys saw earlier, and his business partner Stuart. You know, we're all in the military. They live right down, or one used to live right down the street from me, and so I watched them kind of grow and build this business together. But, you know, many of you, I was skeptical. I was like, whatever. We'll see how it goes. And so as it progressed, and as they kept building this business, and as I got closer to Dalton and Eric, I just realized that, holy crap, this is real. And so about a year ago now, like Eric was saying, that's when they started. Well, that's right around when my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, found out that she was pregnant, and that we were going to have a child together. And I was like, holy crap, how am I supposed to support my family on just a military paycheck? You know, they only pay you enough for the essentials. They don't pay you for freaking 10 boxes of diapers in a month. They don't pay you for different things that comes with growing and raising a family. And so I was looking, you know, for months. I had like Eric and Dalton and Global Affiliate Zone in the back of my head, but it really hadn't come to the forefront at the time. And so I kept looking for odd end jobs, working on the weekends, trying to drive Uber, things like that. And it just, nothing was what I wanted. Nothing was bringing enough income in order to just provide for my family. And then I was talking to Eric and Dalton, and they're like, why don't you just jump in on this? And now it's been a few months, and our baby girl is 2 months old now. And I was at the end before I got started, I was so terrified of being a part-time father and a full-time soldier, and that just it hit me hard. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I want to be there for my child to grow up. I want to be the dad that was never there for me. I mean, yes, my dad was in my life, but he was not there, you know. And it terrified me that was going to be my life. I was going to work 20 years in the military, and our daughter was going to be out of the house by then, going to college or what have you, whatever she wanted to do. And I would just watch her life go away. It scared the crap out of me. And so I took action. I got going, and now I'm providing for my family. I don't have to worry about when the next paycheck is coming. I don't have to worry about putting a roof over our head. I don't have to worry about putting food on the table because it's all here. It's this system. I'm telling you, if you don't take action now, because I waited too long, just imagine where I could have been when I started, or if I would have started with Colton and Eric. Just imagine where it could be now. I mean, I'm progressing. But if I would have took action right then and there, instead of a few months down the road, it would have been it's just amazing. So if you don't take action today, I understand there's people out there who don't have the funds right now, but you know, they're just saying there's not a lack of resources, there's just a lack of resourcefulness. So if you don't take the time, if you don't put in the effort, you're not gonna get anything out of it. Whatever you put into this business, whatever you put into yourself, personal development, like you've said, everyone said that we are so keying into personal development as well as financial readiness. So if you don't put into this business, if you don't take action now, you will never know. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on, Angela. It's great to share my story.
Yes, thank you, Jordan. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us and with everyone here. I think it really provided a lot of value to everyone here listening. You know, you can, even when you're in a position when you're really struggling, like this is the solution for you, you know, and just working on, you know, yourself and putting in the effort, right? And we had some people here in the chat, so I'll touch on that real quick here, guys. Just asking what is the work and effort that needs to be done. We did go over that, but I know we went over a lot tonight, and so it kind of can be it kind of can be a lot to take in. So what you guys are doing, you're going through our step-by-step training. Once you join Global Affiliate Zone here, you join our success team. You go through our step-by-step Facebook ads training. We show you how to set up your ads. Then you get into our daily method of operation. We show you what to do in your business on a daily basis, and it's really just, you know, assessing the performance of your ads, scaling the ones that are doing good and turning off the ones that aren't giving you the most results, right? And most of it is going to be working on yourself. And you guys might not understand what that means really yet so far, but it means, you know, just developing yourself personally, because when it comes down to it, your income can only grow to the extent that you do. Your results are a product of your own mindset, your own work ethic, you know, and your own presence in yourself and in your business and in your life, right? So we're going to go over all of the things that you need to know inside the training. And basically what you're doing is you're running ads to this webinar, and then our entire sales funnel, our whole sales team, it does all of the selling and telling for you, right? So you're doing the 10%, running the ads, and we show you how to do that very, very well. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. We've got a couple more people we're going to bring out here just to share their experience. Chris is an absolutely inspirational person here. He just got started recently as well, and you've really crushed this out so far. You've gotten really amazing results so far, so it's awesome to really show what's possible in a really short amount of time with this system. So yeah, if you could share specifically where you were getting started and what you've done with this so far, that'd be awesome, Chris.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Angela. Man, every week coming on here, Jordan, your story was awesome, man. I'm all fired up hearing everyone's stories right now, especially the last one. I haven't got to meet you yet, Jordan. Yeah, for myself, I think, you know, if I'm just trying to remember the time when I was sitting there watching these webinars, trying, you know, on the outside looking in, trying to figure it out. And, you know, now 2.5 months into doing this, I think the thing that I would want to hear or want someone to tell me is that, you know, it's completely laid out for you. You'll never be bored. You'll definitely be a lot more grateful just for what you have, where you're at, but also what you can create and what you do. 3 years ago, I made a decision in my life to start reading at least one book a month. And I've actually ended up reading at least, you know, like 15 books a year. But after joining this group, I'm up to almost 4 books a month now. I'm just so amped up and, you know, trying to push myself just to grow more as a person. And that just, it comes full circle. It helps me grow my business too. So everyone shared a lot. I feel like there's a ton of great stories and value tonight. So I'll be short because I know there's still some more people to share. But one thing that was just coming to mind, I heard this guy say this to me recently, is like, anyone watching, you know, if you have most people, you know, if you have a car or a phone or any type of those bills, it's like, you know, you buy things, right? And what does that get you? Do they grow in value, or like, does a car go down in value the longer you have it? It's like it goes down, it depreciates, and it costs you money every month, month over month over month. And this is going to be the one, you know, we'll call it a bill or expense, $100 a month. It's less than most gym memberships. It's less than your phone bill probably, right? But this is the one bill, quote unquote, in your life that will pay you back. It'll pay you back dividend. Like, this is what I wish someone would tell me when I was watching. This will be the bill in your life that will pay you back dividends that you can't measure right now. So just, you know, jump in, start learning, don't look back, you know, and then you'll be on the panel hanging out with all of us, and you'll be grateful to be able to share your story too. So that's what I have for tonight. Thank you, Angela, again for having me on, and looking forward to continuing to making more and having the time freedom.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you so much. That was a really good inside perspective on what we have here and what everyone can expect. You know, you really do get so much more grateful for what you currently have, and that's so true. This is the one thing that, you know, you're investing in, right? It's not like our other bills. This is an investment, and when you wrap your mind around that, the things that you have in your life that you think are assets are really depreciating in value and just costing you more money. This is actually a true asset, and probably the only one that you're going to have in your life when you get started here. And it's going to totally turn everything around for you when you really take action on this stuff. So thank you so much, man. It's been amazing to see what you've done with this in the little amount. It makes sense that you're getting success here so quickly because you're working on yourself so much. That's why we focus on personal. This guy reads 4 books a month. That's why, you know, his second month, he already got into the 4 figures, and it's just growing from here. So it's absolutely amazing coming from a place where, you know, you're trading your time for your money, and now, you know, you're trading your money for your time. Just totally flip the game up, and it's so much more worth it, right?
Oh, I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked. It's like you can't, once you experience, like right now we're talking and I have ads running and the business is going, and once and then right after this, I've competed on the show American Ninja Warrior. I'm going to go to the gym and you know, go to the warp wall and stand ladder and all that stuff, and then right after this, and then I'm going to go to sleep, and my ads are still going to be running. There's not a better way to work and do life. So definitely.
Really, dude. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Love it, dude. Cool. So thank you so much, Chris. We just had Ernesto pop on here. Stoked that you made it out, Ness. It's been amazing to see what you've done with this. What's up, Tyler? This is my man. We're pumped. We get to spend all our time together now. So Ernesto, if you would come out, man, and just share your story, where you were getting started.
Share the great news.
And the great news, exactly. You've accomplished a lot so far, and this month has really been amplified. So I'm pumped to hear you come out and share, you know, your experience with this.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Listen, I was on there and I was having dinner and I was watching all you guys share. And I'm like, should I come out? Because, I mean, you guys are just dropping so much knowledge. I'm like, you guys don't need me. I mean, I hope you guys don't mind me walking around. I'm trying to get some good lighting. But seriously, you guys inspire me so much that I'm here watching you guys, and I'm hearing all you new guys come in talking about how this has changed your life in just a matter of 2 months. And I'm like, you know what? I want to go on there and I just want to say one thing. Guys, understand that you were created for something bigger than what you can potentially conceive at this very moment. See, I feel like society doesn't help you or allow you to see that. And a lot of times we shortchange ourselves and we live our lives in this manner, and there's no one there that's going to say, you know what, dude, no. You're living below your potential. You know what, dude? No, you can do so much better, right? Because the reality is that most people in society are just like in competition with each other. And it's this constant back and forth where it's like, oh, I'm better than you. You're better than me. It's like, I'm going to step all over you to, you know, to try to make it, or whatever the case may be. But guys, the thing about this community, and I constantly say this all the time, is that this community is not like that. So we're able to just break free from that paradigm where people are like almost brainwashed into believing that the only way that you can be successful is if you are conniving, or if you're cutthroat, or if you're all these things that business says. And in order for you to be successful, these are the qualities that you have to have. And guys, let me tell you, that's not true. Because ever since I joined this community, which was like 6 months ago, that's it, 6 months, I joined this community. And honestly, guys, in 6 months, what I've been able to learn about not just others, but myself is just completely life-changing. I don't want to sit here and talk about money because you know that people are making money. It's not the money. You know the money's being made. But this is like the meat and potatoes. Like, this is it right here. The fact that people are able to change their lives. And this opportunity is doing just that, guys. In so many ways, guys. I always say this, everything touches everything. There are areas of your lives where when you get into this community, these people, these mentors, these leaders are essentially going to open your eyes to things where you're going to go into your personal life and you're going to start working on things that you did not know were affecting your business life, were affecting every other area of your life. And all of a sudden, these things are just going to blow up for you. And you're going to be like, whoa. You see, and that's the game changer. That's the catalyzing element. And you know what it is, guys? It's just love. It's love. So if there's a lack of love in your life right now, if you're that person that just feels like, you know what? I have no one to tell me how awesome I am. All I hear is how I'm not good enough or how I don't measure up, and that's all I get. And I don't have someone cheering me on. I want to be that person. I want to be that person for you. So if you're listening to this, know that you're going to have people who are going to be 100% invested in you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure, and I know that everyone else here feels the same way. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that you feel like you have a place where you belong. You see what I mean? Because that's what this was for me. I don't want to take too much time, but I wanted to share this because this is coming from my heart, and I speak only from my heart. That's it. And guys, I wouldn't be a part of this community if it wasn't changing my life. And you know what? Yes, money's great, but that's just the byproduct. That's it. That's just the byproduct. What we're doing here is literally we're transforming the world. And there is so much more that we can talk about. And there's so much to be said about that, guys. That's why this is powerful. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm 100% fully invested, because I know that this is the beginning of something great. You see what I mean? This is the beginning of something, and the world needs this. So guys, if you want to be a part of something that could potentially change the world, this is it. This is it, right? It starts with you. It starts with making a decision, right? And you got to make that decision now, guys. Not tomorrow, not a week from now. A lot of you guys have been watching these webinars over and over and over and over, and you can't seem to come to a conclusion because there are so many things that are pulling you every which way, and you're confused. And you're like, well, what if it's not what they say it is? What if they're just really good hype men and women? And what if they're just really good at speaking? Guys, honestly, you can see the genuineness, the transparency in this community. Because when I first joined, I saw it in Angela, and that's what attracted me to this opportunity. And guys, let me tell you, there's chock full of that inside of here, and you can be a part of that. So, that's all I wanted to share. You matter. You're amazing. You're awesome. You have so much potential, more than you can ever know. And we're going to begin to pull that out, and we're going to bring it to the surface so that you can see it, and so that you start believing it. And so that now everything that you do it with this confidence, this newfound confidence is just boiling up from deep within. And it took a community like this to pull it out. You see, that's what we're about. That's why we do what we do, because that's where the satisfaction comes from. So I love you guys so much. $99 is a drop in the bucket, guys. Seriously, 99 bucks, it's a drop in the bucket. That's not the big deal here. That's not what's holding you back. You see what I'm saying? I know this for a fact. So just make it happen and know that this is like the beginning of something great. I love you guys. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to share. I'm sorry I didn't touch on my story, but guys, just make it happen. Do it. You guys so much to gain from this experience. So I love you guys again. And I appreciate you, Angela, for having me. I was able to come out with such short notice and still be able to come out here and share what I have in my heart for you guys, because there's so much, man, there's so much here. And it's like you would do yourself the biggest disservice if you were to just say, you know what, this is just another scam. People hearing or saying what I want to hear. No, it's not. Just go for it. I love you guys. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate you.
Dude, Ness, appreciate you, man. That was amazing. You just communicated the entire heart of what GAZ is all about and everyone involved with this. So freaking love you, man. Thank you so much for that. That was amazing. It's been amazing to see what you've done here so far. I mean, you put in the work on yourself and into your business, and that's why you're number one on the leaderboard right now. You've been absolutely crushing it, and you just totally communicated the truth of everyone here and everything that we have here. So I really appreciate you coming out, man. That was
I love it. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kate, man. Thank you for all the love. Yeah, it's been a blast. And guys, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That's the thing. You know, we're all special. We all have that deep down inside of us. We just need someone to help pull it out. And that's what we're going to be for you.
Amazing reminders here tonight. You are absolutely awesome, absolutely amazing. Every single one of you watching this right now, you have something so special inside of you. And that's why you're here on the earth in the first place, you know? So let's make something of that together. Love it. Thank you so much, Ness. Awesome. So we're going to bring out last but certainly not least, Mr. Jason Cardamone has been crushing it for the past like decade. And he has a really amazing story and a very wide perspective on this whole space and what we're doing here, to be able to, you know, really share some value with you here and share what it is you have in front of you, you know. So Jason, thank you so much for being here, man. I love hearing your story. You're so inspiring. Just, you know, lay it out for him. Appreciate it. Can't hear you, man. You got your audio plugged in? One sec, guys. We'll figure this out. We always do. You know what it might be? Sometimes if you pop off and then you pop back on, sometimes that fixes it. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Jason's gonna pop back on here in just a minute. So I'll just see if there's any last questions in here for you, Janae. What other ads do you do for free? Is it $99 a month plus Facebook ads? And are there other ad costs? So yeah, it is the $99 a month plus your advertising budget. So our coaches will help you craft that together, make sure that you can go from wherever you're starting now and just build on that, right? So we'll get more detailed with that in the coaching process and make sure that you're absolutely set here. But just keep in mind, wherever you're starting from, you can get to wherever you're, as long as you make that decision that you're going to get there and you're going to do whatever it takes, right? And we're here to support you with that. So Jason here.
Is this better?
Yeah!
Woo! Dude, I got so pumped up like a caveman's yelling at me and I like blew out my microphone. Dude, guys, I don't even know where to start tonight. I've been like, I was actually doing some work when our first testimonial started coming on, and I couldn't do anything because I was just pulled back in. It's been a freaking amazing night. And now I was getting ready to come on. I'm like, dude, I don't even, like when Ness first came on, he was all, you guys just covered everything in the world. What could I possibly cover? And I was thinking the exact same thing. And that was before he went. And now there's definitely everything covered. I think that I have two things in my heart, and I'm just speaking straight from the heart. I have no scripts or anything planned around any of this. So the first thing is that I didn't even watch the chat tonight, so I have no idea what people are saying or anything. But if it's like several other weeks or most other weeks, that I know probably there's some people that are hurting out there, and it might be you, or it might be somebody you know. Maybe your life's going kind of good now and you're just kind of checking this out, and maybe there's other people around you that really need some help. And what I've seen in this community is I've really had a special vantage point where I was kind of like the fly on the wall in this community way before I joined. And I got plugged in. I was actually welcomed into this community because everything from this has been grown, like homegrown, actually straight from the owners of this whole system and everything. I was watching a webinar today, and my heart went back really to where the foundation of how this all started, and the hearts of all. You saw that what you guys see tonight in myself and Angela and Ness and Eric and literally every person, and even, dude, Eric started it all off. Like, military guy comes on and just like drops some serious, like, you really need to think about that. And that does happen all the time. And as he's sharing this story about that woman that just got smashed out of nowhere, you're probably thinking about times in your life where maybe you've had a close call, or you know something that's happened to someone, or you've heard a story. And it's those kind of reminders of part of what's at the heart of this community. And what I see here is a reflection from the ground all the way up. See, what I think is, if I'm an outsider, like just watching this for the first time, that what you're seeing is all these people that are passionate and driven and excited and serious, and like you can just tell there's something a little bit different here. And by now, if you've been around the industry, you know there's something unique and special happening here. And what I got like deep clarity on watching everybody, this is where I couldn't work tonight at all. Like I was trying to like copy some messages, and I couldn't even copy and paste, and I'm not exaggerating that. All of my heart was just around, look at what was started. Look at what was started in the vision and the hearts of just a handful of people. And now it's reflected in a handful of people in leadership you see here on the webinar. And many of these people you just heard from just got with this community in the past few months, maybe 6 or 12 months or something. But here's why that's totally unheard of, completely unheard of. Because in this industry that I've been a part of since 2006, and I realized I was even thinking about that where I'm like, holy shit, dude, there's people in this community that were like in their young teens when I was starting in 2006. But yet now they're crushing out like 5 and multi-5-figure months and beyond, and 6-figure month. And I've never seen that anywhere in a decade. And I've been so blessed to have worked in like crazy stuff that this isn't about me. I'm just sharing with you guys. I've been in rooms of people like the whole room is 7-figure and 8-figure earners per year, not lifetime, like per year. And I've been in rooms where I'm like the smallest guy, and I'm like, dude, this is like super intimidating and amazing. But those rooms don't have what we have. What they have is a bunch of guys that have dominated the internet for a lot of decades, that they have expertise and they have giant influence and lists and things, but they don't have the heart that we have, and they don't have the foundation we have. And in fact, the guys that are intelligent, that understand what's really happening, that are watching, some of them have followed us over into this community because they realize there's something that's never been done here before. And it's because the heart, the vision behind this community, the way we're able to help somebody starting from nothing, whether they have experience or not. But there's so many people that you just heard from that they don't have any background of success. Like never before have they made it. Like I can share Anton's story, who was just on here, that I've watched Anton start from like super raw talent. He loved people. He was good with communication. But dude, he's been struggling for years online. And he's spent all this money and all these courses, and he's flown around the world studying under these like gurus and all this stuff. But those gurus are like, what they're telling him to do was the 100% of shit that doesn't work for everybody. It's the 100% of stuff that I've spent $250,000 learning. You can't duplicate that shit. Who has that kind of money or time? Nobody has a decade or even $100,000 to invest in their education. Shit, you shouldn't even be doing that at a freaking college degree, because that would be a way worse waste of your investment. But you have to realize that we don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of money. And we don't know if we're going to be that chick on the runway that in a split second, your life could be changed in an instant. We don't know when that's ever going to happen. And I've watched so many people for a decade, and I've personally worked with thousands of people. And I'm super grateful that I've helped thousands of people make their first like dollars of profit online. And I say dollars with a smile, because holy shit, if we had something like this, I would have made so many millionaires by now. But I'm not doing any of that stuff. And what happened was I got so frustrated, because it's cool to help somebody make an extra 50 or $100 a month. And I'm so grateful for that. But you know what? Unless they live in a third world country, that doesn't really do anything for them. And maybe they can go out to one nice dinner with their spouse or their loved one, or one night of partying once a month or something with that kind of income, where things weren't working and people were working their butts off. And they, even ones that had done it for years and done all the right stuff, were still struggling to even make $1,000 or $2,000 a month. And that was just not okay. And I got really frustrated, and I walked away in January of 2015. And I'm so thankful I was in contact, and I was watching what's happening in this community. And I'm so freaking grateful for the people behind this, that several you've seen on this that have been here for years with these guys. And what I can share is that, guys, a good way to summarize it, a couple of weeks ago, I was in Banff, Canada, and I didn't even know that place existed. And I'm posting it on Facebook, and there's castles and freaking amazing things. And all these people from around the world are like, dude, that's one of the most beautiful places ever. I didn't even know it existed. Like, I'm not sheltered just around Canada, around like anything. Like, I know major cities around the world, and that's about it. And I was realizing just how little I actually knew about the world. But what happened up there was I got to stay for like 5 or 6 days or however long we were there with the very heart of the people behind this community. Several you've seen on this webinar tonight. And what I realized was they're not like, so we all stayed in this giant mansion together for like the whole 5-6 days, whatever it was, had the freaking time of my life. And this isn't about me traveling the world, going to castles, having a great time. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with what I observed as I was there, because really I was kind of like the outsider. Not kind of like, I was the outsider, because everybody in that mansion that weekend, they've been together for at least a year or two. And a lot of them actually, freaking 23 months ago, I was really blessed to be, I was up on a stage in front of almost 1,000 people. And it was really like it was the highlight of my life up to that point, of what I'd worked for up to like a little over 8 years at that point. And I worked my ass off to get up there. And it wasn't even to get up there. That was a total surprise. But some of those guys saw me, and that's where they got to know me, was like 2 years ago. And I didn't know there were seeds planted then, that almost 2 years later, I'd find myself in Banff, Canada, hanging out with them and realizing they allowed me to join this family called GAZ. And this family and the heart that you've seen in this webinar, it was contained in the mansion that weekend. And these people, dude, the 19-year-old that Eric talked about, he was there. Eric was there. And Eric wasn't the 19-year-old. I didn't mean to confuse that at all. I mean, that guy that he told the story about and Eric were both there. And so was Eric's mentor, and all these threads of all the stories you're hearing about. And getting to like, guys, even though I came in as an outsider, so to say, like, I didn't really know what to expect. They've stayed in tons of homes together. They've traveled all around the world together. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to be like sleep with Carlson and like a single, I had no idea what's going to be happening in that mansion. And so what happened was, people with amazing, beautiful hearts, dude, it was as if I'd known them my whole life, is how they treated me. And we had a blast. We learned, we dove deep. We had very like deep, like the kind of philosophy, kind of psychology conversations that I lived for my whole life. And we just like stay up all night talking about the most amazing ideas and things in the world. And we weren't sitting there talking about, in fact, I don't think the elections came up one time, because none of us gave a shit about that, because that doesn't have anything to do with you creating the life of your dreams. And I was in a house full of people that understand that when you have your intentions in the right place and your heart in the right place, and you surround yourself by a family that believes in you, and Ness and several people summed it up perfectly, is that this family, I've actually brought people into this community. I started working with all these guys like basically May, but I didn't really do anything until June. And so for the last 4 months here, really more in the trenches with everybody. And there's been people I've brought in that is sad and as beautiful as what I'm about to say. I want you to really imagine what it's like that you click the button below, you've paid your $99, you're going through the coaching process, and you get welcomed into our mastermind community. And you get in there and you have so many people from just that complete strangers, maybe a couple that you've seen on the webinar tonight, maybe any number of dozens or hundreds of other of this over 6,000 people we have in that family community, that mastermind online. And these people pour into you, complete strangers from all around the world, that more love that you may have received in a long time. And I know that's not true for every single one of you watching this, but I know it is true for some of you. And we live in a world of all kinds of social and family things going on and all kinds of issues happening. And one of the really sad things about our world is there's this cocooning effect where people are like withdrawing and they're hiding behind their computers and they're not interacting with the world. They're playing World of Warcraft and like losing their jobs. And like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of some of those different stories. That was many years ago. And it hasn't gotten better since then. It just covered up in different ways. And so what we have here is the perfect blend. It's what I've been trying to create for a decade. And in fact, it's what I've watched other people far more successful than me try to create. And even I've locked arms with them trying to create these things. And we've never been able to create the kind of family, the love, the heart, the vision, the technology, the tools, the marketing, 90% done for you. That's never, first of all, it's never existed anywhere online. And even if it had, which it has not, nobody has had the heart and the vision of what this family has here. And that's what nobody can freaking duplicate ever. So I don't care if somebody came in and they like copied everything we're doing. They do not have the heart. And even if one person had it, they're not going to attract the like freaking throng of people we have with their hearts in the right place. And they're like living life the way it's supposed to be lived, not chasing money, but chasing their ideal perfect day, their perfect lifestyle. Because a lot of people think, dude, I need to make $100,000 a month and do all this stuff. And then they realize, what do they really want in life? And all they need is like $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month. And we have a shitload of people making that kind of money that have zero business making it. And I'm not making fun of anybody because they did work hard and it's not easy. And you do have to put in your time and your effort. But when we cut out that 90% of stuff that is not duplicatable, the stuff that if I were to go to my next door neighbors in any house and anywhere in the entire world, 90% of people in the world can't do most of what it takes to run an online business. They took that 90% and we do that stuff for you. And that's why so many people are having success. So I told you guys I was a fly on the wall watching what's happening here. So I actually plugged in to part of this community like early in 2015, right after I'd walked away from the industry. And I was in this mastermind that I'm sharing with you guys, but I really wasn't paying attention, just here and there, little things. And these little things would drip on me, like maybe once or twice a month, I'd check a group and like check out what's happening in the mastermind. And what I started to realize over time is that my heart wanted to be helping people, because I was in this little underground lab, like working on a gigantic business with like 5 guys. And that was great for us. And it's great money and all that stuff. That's cool for us 5, but that sucks for my purpose and my mission in the world, which is to help other people. I am so not driven by money. I've had a deep realization lately. I had set some income goals 4 or 5 months ago when I really committed. I'm like, dude, I'm in, my flag is planted. I literally walked from everything, and here's where I planted my flag, because I'd been watching more and more. And this summer and spring, I was watching, I'm like, dude, all these people with zero marketing background, with zero entrepreneurship, with zero business making money are making multiple 4, multiple 5 and 6 figures a month. And I was like, holy crap. And I can't promise you guys are going to make that. None of us can. We can't promise you're going to do anything. What I can do is share what's happening within our community. And I can't promise you're going to do that. What I can say is that if there's a bunch of people creating a result, if they can do it, I'm pretty sure Ness said this, or someone right before him, if they can do it, so can you. And when you watch people everywhere from ditch diggers to neurosurgeons that have replaced incomes that have never done marketing before, and like, especially like Dan, like replacing a neurosurgeon income, that's like, you guys realize neurosurgeons don't make like 100, 200 grand. You're like, this is like serious money, right? So for someone to be able to replace that with what we have, in a matter of like months, 6, 12 months or anything. That's never happened anywhere. Most people in the online business and in the industry here, most of them take a minute. Their plan, it's like a 5-year plan. And most of them over 5 years sure as hell never make it. And even if they do, they're making like $1,000 or $2,000 a month. And I know that because I've been doing this for a decade. I've been full-time in the industry, guys, since 2008. And I'm super blessed, and it has been hard as hell. And I'm grateful for all those challenges, because there's been so many months where we're like, well, shit, we better go back into Costco and Sam's Club mode and Walmart, because that's all we can afford. Because I filed bankruptcy in 2005, guys. So it's not like I was just like spoon-fed my entire life. And I had like a little above average income, growing up with my parents and everything. But I real quickly got away from that and dove into entrepreneurship and unplugged from corporate America, and couldn't stand the thought of some boss telling me I couldn't see when I could see my young children that were like 1 and 3 years old by the time I left, and couldn't stand the thought of driving an hour to and from work just to go somewhere, to have somebody tell me, oh, I only deserve a 4% raise, even though I kicked more ass than almost anybody in their entire company out of thousands of people. Or other company where they treated me well up till I got to like their top rank or whatever that meant. I was like in the sales position, and I made the company more than $1 million. I made a school. I was selling education for a school in Denver, Colorado. And I made them more than $1 million in just over a year. And they paid me 6% plus like $1,500 a month salary, something like that. Well, I'm grateful to make like 65, 75K, whatever I made, per year when I did that, for right before they fired me the month before my daughter was born in 2007, that I look back and then I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I just made this company $1 million, and with all the salary and benefits, in which they took away benefits, and then all of a sudden I'm paying like almost $900 a month just to have health insurance for one kid and my wife and I. Dude, who the hell can afford that? Maybe I kind of could at that time. Most people couldn't. We had teachers at that school making like 30 grand a year. Dude, that's like almost half of their monthly take home they had to pay for health insurance. Corporate America is fucked. And if that's your plan right now, you have no idea maybe you have no idea. If that's your plan, you're either sticking your head in the sand and you're not realizing what's happening in the world, or maybe you just didn't realize. And Eric shared all kinds of industry things going on. And I'm here to tell you the whole paradigm of what we've grown up with our entire life. Well, okay, I can't say we, because we're all different demographics and ages and everything. We have everybody from like teenagers on this thing all the way up to people like in their 70s and probably even a couple 80s. And so I don't know what you've been through in life, but it used to be a couple decades ago, you work for a company, you commit there, and they take care of you and they retire you and all this kind of stuff. That stuff is long dead. And what it is now is like survival of the fittest company, survival of the fittest employee. And companies will screw employees at the drop of a hat. Employees will screw companies at the drop of a hat, because it's like everybody out for themselves. And so that is not the plan that's going to get you surviving, much less thriving in the next 5 and 10 years. Not even close. And this has nothing to do with the election. Nothing at all. There's been things set in motion decades ago that are going to like knock against the world financial economy, the whole currency of the entire world. And over these coming years, like, guys, you don't have fucking 5 years to sit around and play around and try to make a full-time income. You have like no time to waste, because things are changing in the coming years. And I don't know exactly when, maybe a couple years, maybe even 4 or 5 years, something like that. But every thought leader on the planet knows what's happening. And when you're blessed to get to start hanging in circles of people who are worth 8, 9, 10 kind of figures, and you start realizing what they're doing and what they see happening, you get a totally different view than like the next door person that like makes 30 to 50 to 100 grand a year that like thinks corporate America is like a safe place to be. And I could go on forever, and this isn't about any of that stuff. It's to share with you you need to realize $99 is nothing. We've had several people share that tonight. If that is a big deal to you, I understand. Guys, I filed bankruptcy 11 years ago. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to not have the money to make my truck payment, which was the only thing that survived my bankruptcy. I lost my home. I damn near lost my wife and my very young son at the time, like 6, 8, 10 months old, because I wasn't providing stability for them. And I realized, like, dude, what an idiot I was. I started reading financial books and all this stuff, and I knew what to do. But corporate America had different plans for me right at the worst timing ever. And so I know what that's like to not have a greater sense of control in your life. And what you guys are seeing, part of that passion and the heart and the vision you see from everybody tonight, it's because they know deep inside they have an internal locus of control, which means their destiny, their future, the moves they make are determined by them inside. It's not determined from the outside. It's not determined from their boss, not even from their spouse, not from the currency or the financial things happening in the world or anything else that might be happening. That is external locus of control. The power you saw in you heard it in the tone of their voices tonight with every single word as it entered your eardrum. And if you were to be able to see inside your brain and all the electrical impulses flying all around as those words caused certain emotions that were very deep. And as you realize and you're really in tune with those things, what's really happening is that the people you're seeing on the webinar tonight, many for the first time in their lives have an internal locus of control, which means I may not be at the income that I think I deserve right now. I may not have my perfect lifestyle right now, but I have way more control than I had in that old way of life. I had way more control than what I did before I clicked the button below, that orange button right below for 99 bucks. Before I clicked that, here's how my life looked. Everything was around the outside world. Once I clicked that button, I got plugged in with the books and the mentorships and the skills and the love and the family and everything we have going. That's a different world behind that $99 button. And if you're going to let that stand in your way, shame on you and shame on everybody that you call your loved ones on your ability to stand up for them and fight for what they deserve and for what you deserve. And if you're going to let $99 stand in the way of that, I don't care how bad it is. I literally know homeless people right now that make more than $99 freaking like on the side of the road doing stuff. I know people in our community that have zero extra income, but yet they pick up like an extra Uber shift to make an extra $250 on a spare 8 hours they have just on the side. Do you realize that's like 30 bucks an hour? Do you make 30 bucks an hour at your job? That's the equivalent of about 60 grand a year salary. So realize you either go pick up more shifts, go create more money, go do whatever you got to do. But like, there is so many ways to make money that if you're using $99 as an excuse, it's not about the money. And I'm calling you out because I love you and I care about you. And I'm getting passionate. And yes, I'm pissed off about this because I'm not willing to let you settle for that shit. Because I used to be a guy that did that shit in my life and I almost lost everything. And that is bullshit and it's self-sabotage and it's blaming things on the outside world. And that is not the way a self-made millionaire thinks. It is not the way someone who changes the world thinks. It's not the way anybody in our family thinks inside the GAZ community, at least not for long. Because everybody coming in all has a little bit of dirt somewhere. They need a little bit of, cleaning out. We need to drink the cleansing water and make sure it just flows through and cleans everything out. And as we do that, and I'm not talking about like, go drink the Kool-Aid. If it is Kool-Aid, fuck, give me gallons of it because I'll take it. I'm talking literally about cleaning out the bullshit stories of you telling yourself you're not good enough, the bullshit stories of you telling yourself, blaming somebody else, the bullshit stories of you not loving yourself, the bullshit stories of you allowing your family or your spouse or your children or your parents or someone else to tell you, oh, dude, I tried that stuff or somebody else tried that stuff. It'll never work. Dude, fuck that. They're doing that because they love you and they literally just don't know. And I'm not saying I'm not mad at them. everybody does the best they can with the information they have in that moment. The problem is that they don't understand. They've never seen a system that's done for you 90%. I almost said 99%. It damn near is 99%, but it really isn't, guys, because you have to bring the work ethic. You have to bring the heart. You have to bring the vision. And guess what? When you pay the $99, you get that phone call to welcome you. You start going through our coaching process. Guess what gets fleshed out of that? Your dreams, your perfect day, your perfect ideal lifestyle. What is your life worth to you? It drives you through a process that the vast majority of the world has never gone through. How do I know that? Because I've gone to places that I've paid thousands and collectively over the years, tens of thousands of dollars. I've flown out to webinars and seminars and conferences and masterminds where we've gone through the very questions you're about to go through for freaking $99. And what I know is that they access the right type of questions in your mind. They get you asking the right questions, and they get your mind thinking of things, realizing maybe I can amount to a little bit more, and maybe this is different. I've never had to go through questions coming in. Like, do you guys realize when you get it? I'll just give you a little, I think Eric already covered this, but guess what? You don't even get the marketing training when you first get in the door until you go through coaching first. Have you ever had that happen anywhere online? No. Do you know why? Because here's what the rest of that shit looks like before you click the button. And by now you're realizing this. This button is a different world inside our community. The rest of the world, you know what they want to do? They're going to send you to some other button, and they're going to charge you a hell of a lot more than $99. And they're going to say, fuck off, thank you very much, and I'm out. Or let's say they have a refund period. And you guys see that on our page. We have all this stuff in place. Let's say let's call it a 30-day money back guarantee, all this kind of stuff. I've watched this happen, guys. So then what their plan is, let me kiss this person's ass for 30 days until day 31. Then they give you the middle finger and then they're out. And guys, unfortunately, that's the majority of the world out there. And that's also why any of the comments, if you guys have seen tonight, that are like, this is a scam, it doesn't work, like, oh, that's bullshit, I want more proof. All of that is because of all the bullshit out there. And that's what we're really fighting against. So why am I willing to sit here for many, many minutes and passionately just pour into you and like freaking ruin my voice, which I need for a bunch of videos I'm shooting tomorrow? And why am I willing to take this extra time? And all the other people that came on tonight, guys, do you realize what we get out of coming on to this tonight? We're not going to make a bunch of money. When you join, you're probably almost for sure joining somebody else. We all came out here tonight because we're a family and we love watching people succeed. And we know you may be more inspired by somebody else's story and somebody else's experience and someone you can better relate to. And that's why we bring on a whole bunch of people. And if you really realize how many people we could bring out, we could be here for days and days and days straight, sharing with you so many people. I've been watching about one person a week for many months now, literally retire their spouse, leave their business, get rid of the old life, that old stuff that they used to do, the stuff that was like the outside world was controlling them or their business or their spouse or their loved ones or their whatever, their income. And I've watched about a person a week for like all these months now. And dude, how many times yet that hasn't happened anywhere? But then when you match the people that are making it happen, you're like, dude, this isn't Mr. I already make 6 figures a year and I bring on a team of 1,000 people and I have a giant list and I have 1,000 people join the first night. This is not that. There are a couple of those people. It's very rare and almost none. I don't think any of them came out tonight. And so what's happening here is this homegrown success from people with their hearts in the right place. And if you're willing to like just think online and everybody else that's come up tonight and you don't believe it, so you don't see the passion arise in our hearts and hear it in our voice, then you don't deserve, I don't even want you to pay the $99. I don't want you to click the buy now button and pay $99. You don't deserve to join our community. And in fact, most of those people I'm talking to, they're long gone. There's probably only a couple haters left and they probably got kicked out if they were being jerks, or they're just kind of maybe they're being the fly on the wall, and maybe they're where I was a year ago. And if that's you and you're stuck somewhere and you want something and you want to test out, dude, I challenge you to come and click the button and come do that. And you are going to see everything we've talked about isn't even as good as it really is once you get inside. So guys, I love you. Please believe in your dreams. Please dive in. Please click the freaking button. If you have any heart and you wouldn't be here if you didn't have that, even a mustard seed of desire and faith inside that you knew there's something better for your life. And what I'm telling you, thousands and thousands of people later, I built ridiculous, huge teams online. I've done this for a decade. I'm telling you guys, you're not going to find anything like this ever. I've heard this echoed throughout our community from a lot of people. I've heard this echoed from an Army captain or higher up guy that dude, when he talks, you're like, dude, yes, sir. Like, he's like straight up just said, you will never find anything like this out there. And I wish I could just grab his exact frame and everything. But that's why this is beautiful, because we're all from different backgrounds and everything else. And guess what? He wasn't on tonight, and neither were hundreds of other people that we could have brought on, because we have so many success stories. There's no way we could share them all with you tonight. And it's all behind this button. I want you to click that 99, come lock arms with us, join with us inside. We're going to pour a bunch of love into you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside, guys. Love you. Eric, Angela, love you guys so much. Caveman, love you too if you're there, bro. Love you!